Hello, boys and girls. Welcome to Dragons in the Dining Room. Today is our first Patreon one shot. We are happy to have our two tier 3 Patreons. You cannot fireball yourself in this game.
What?
Immediately trying to.
You cannot fireball yourself.
I mean, I do have it.
You can't, as a character you can do it. As a viewer, you cannot use these for yourselves. Loxy, on the other hand, dropped the fireball, so we'll give that. You goofball. Why did it not
I
send...
have fireball prepared.
Right? I'm wondering why it didn't give the animation.
Am I the only one without fireball in this group? It might be the
No,
case.
I don't have fireball. I have a rendition of it though.
Okay.
I'm wondering why it didn't send it out, because it didn't see the animation. Either way. So, again, welcome to Dragons into the Dining Room. Today is our Patreon one-shot. We have on, well, to my left, I believe it's the right, I don't know. Anyways, on the left-hand side of the screen, we have Dr. Casper T. Leach, one of our Patreons. Directly below him, we have Thaco Bane Uwu, who is one of our other Patreons. Yep, the two of them can pull the partridge, or Brady Bunch and wave at each other. Dr. Leach Dr. Leach and Twiz, respectively, friends of ours in real life, fellow gamers, absolutely fun people. To my right, at the top, you may recognize him as Tyler from Misrolled Adventures. We had him on Dragon's Discourse a little while back ago talking about fun stuff. There is a Nat 1 on the table for you guys.
And there's a magic burst.
There's a magic burst on the table, and it looks like Axel automatically starts with an 11 on their first roll.
So is it for...
It's a good thing most of my stuff is saved.
What?
is the first roll nat 1, or does somebody get to call dibs on that nat 1?
That means whoever rolls a nat 1 automatically gets to re-roll.
Ah.
So that's on hold until somebody rolls a nat 1. So yeah, FaZe is Tyler from Misrolled Adventures, good friend of ours, been chit-chatting with him for freaking ever. Can't wait till he starts actually streaming.
I know, it's so close.
And in the lower right-hand corner is Axel Singepaw, one of our moderators and probably one of our longest viewers we've ever had. Absolutely amazing person. Unfortunately, no video because laptop is broke, so we just get to hear his pretty voice.
That's okay. You won't affect the dice, right?
That's right. So today, we are playing a one-shot that is loosely based off of a draw that I made from the Trinity Knot Studios GM Tarot deck. If you guys haven't, as viewers or you guys haven't checked them out, Trinity Knot Studios has a number of different decks of cards that you can use to give you inspiration for one-shots, campaigns, adventures, plots, story arcs, etc. You draw 3 cards and see what they tell you. Fantastic tool, and last time I did the math, I think it was 5,826 combinations with just one deck.
Jeez, how many decks are there?
I have 3, and they're working on more.
Oh man.
So you have a very large collection of options and opportunities from these decks if you are finding yourself stumped on what to do next. I'm a bit quiet on my side.
Everyone else is a thing.
Oh, okay. Let me see if...
I also haven't been talking, so...
I'm just pumped to play. Pumped to get into this.
All
I
right.
might have to just lean into my
I'm
microphone.
so ready to bring back the doctor.
How does
Yes.
that sound, Rep? Am I getting it? Are they getting louder?
I might just have to lean into my microphone to make it louder.
Well, I also had the volume turned down on the input because sometimes it redlines.
Oh.
Yes, I'm usually quiet, but my fireballs are loud.
That's all that we need. All right, we'll adjust the sound as need be. So, starting today's session off, I would like to have you guys introduce your characters, and we will start with Dr. Casper T. Leach. Who are you? What are you playing? And a brief synopsis of your backstory.
Yeah, hi, Dr. Leach. I'm playing maybe my favorite character ever, Dr. Leach, who is a death cleric of Jurgle, a friendly neighborhood necromancer. I describe him as a Byronic hero with a huge martyr syndrome. Uh, Brief backstory is he was a former worshiper of Lathander, and then after a plague came through his village and was abandoned by his god, he picked up a new one and is kind of off on a crusade.
All
So
right.
he's out to destroy all the evils of the world, and he doesn't care about what happens to his own personage on this journey. So
Okay. Well,
it's a fun time.
sometimes being a martyr is fun. And just to toss this out there, Twiz, you have a 7 on your first roll. Dr. Leach, you have a 10 on your first roll. Next,
Man, everyone.
I know we're only missing one person. Somebody roll for Phase. We need one more in there. Nope, Axel's getting the second one. Hi, Spooky. Axel, you have an 8 on your second roll. So, Phase, who are you playing? What are you playing? And a brief backstory.
I'm playing as Phase, a Chronourgy wizard, a warforged entity that is derived from Cronus, the god of time. He's been created or believes to be created by Kronos in regards to preventing ulterior alterations to the planes. So protecting any of the planes from the other planes, essentially.
He's like Heimdall.
Yeah. He's carrying around a small staff that has a floating clockwork in it and is overall rather devoid of a lot of emotion, but has some to a little regard.
Okay, so he's like Spock.
Yeah, sure.
All right, thank you for that. Thakobane Uwu, please give us the description of who your character is, what they're about, and a brief backstory other than I want to mess with the DM.
Yep, but that's about it.
So what are you playing?
I am a Warforged Coffee Lock, as it is known, Sorcerer Warlock. I am very tall, white, and fluffy in appearance.
Okay.
Are you satisfied with your care?
Oh God, he's playing Betamax. I love it. Okay, and last but not least, Axel Singepaw. What are you playing? And a brief backstory.
I am playing a variant human Graviturgy wizard, born in Sadash, soldier of the Empire, and severe middle child syndrome.
Perfect. So, for those of you who are not familiar, FaZe and Axel are playing two of the caster classes from the that were created by Matthew Mercer for his games.
Wild.
What's that one?
The Wild Mount.
Yep, the Wild Mount source book that came out just recently. If you get a chance to read it, it's actually pretty good. I was asked to do a review on it, but I never got the chance to finish looking everything over before I had to give it back to the local game shop. So, we are going to start this out. Give you guys an idea of what the story starts off as. In this, each of you has never met each other in any form for adventuring or traveling together. However, you are familiar with each other's faces due to the fact that every year there is a large convention/symposium that is held on various planes of existence, various continents and planets and whatnot, where mages of all walks of life come together and discuss magic, discuss uh, creating new magics. It's a workshop slash convention slash gathering that happens annually, and all of the mages from Elminster to the 3-year-old who just found out that he's a sorcerer can come and participate in this. You all have participated in this off and on throughout the years, so you've run into each other at various panels and discussions and things like that. This year, there has been a new host. Nobody's ever been here before on a brand new plane of existence that has offered to bring you to their world to hold this convention, and um, the the invitations were sent out. You all had decided to take part of it, at least for the first day, just to see who these people are and what it's about. When you arrive, you find yourselves on a planet that is, for mental imagery, the jungles and hanging gardens of Babylon mixed with the ancient ruins and pyramids of Aztec and Incan design. There is a large plaza that has been set up to be this outdoor facility for the convention, where you can see a half a dozen of these large temples slash pyramids dotting the landscape. One of them, when you take a look at it, is easily 120, 130 feet high at its peak. The runes and hieroglyphs that you see on them are foreign, something you've never seen before. The 3 days of the convention went by, minor mishaps, creatures and familiars showing up and disappearing, things like that. The normal shenanigans that happen at a convention of mages. On the third day, you guys all gathered up your materials, laid down for the last night before heading off back to your home worlds. And in the middle of the night, you wake as you feel this pulse of energy wash over you. You get up, look around, and above that large temple, you see that there is this glowing ball of energy. And there is another burst that comes out from this thing. And as this wave of energy hits you, you start to feel lethargic. Your bodies start to feel heavy, and you're having a very hard time staying on your feet. A third pulse, a few seconds after that, goes out, strikes everything, and the world goes black on all of you. We start with you all waking up in the same room with each other. Around you are stone walls covered in moss and lichen, covered in these strange hieroglyphs that you can't decipher. Your equipment and gear is not on your person. There is a large pile in the corner of the room of rags that look to be discarded clothing. There are 2 torches in sconces on the wall and a wooden door on one of the walls.
Important note. Are we all naked?
Yes. You are all naked.
So I'm not wearing my Plague Doctor full leathers.
At the moment, no.
Okay, then what you see before you is a man with no skin.
Yep.
Oh!
Yeah, I'm just like, it's going to be one of those days.
Quick clarify question. We're not wearing any of our rings or anything either, right?
You
Like,
have
we're completely
nothing-
devoid of all of our things.
You have no gear at the moment.
So hold on. With that, we're Warforged. Our armor and everything is actually a part of ourselves.
That much I understand. That cannot be removed. That is why I rephrased it to your gear is not there.
Just completely broken into pieces. Like, CP3O. 3PO.
Can I make sure I have my spellbook on me?
Oh
You do not have your spellbook on you.
You look hindered. Would you like some healing?
Are you asking me?
Yes, you, skinless man.
Unless you know how to get rid of god-level curses, I doubt it, but considering how fruitless the last 3 days of convention have been, yeah. What I do need is a mask.
We could always makeshift one. There
I
seems
suppose
to be
introductions. I am Dr. Leach. That's pretty much all you need to know. And this is Edgar. And I pop a clawed hand, just a skeletal hand, pops onto my shoulder. Lot of good you were, Edgar.
Now,
I
for
am.
those of you who want a better reference, it's Cousin It.
Not cousin it. It's
No,
thing.
Thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, thing. Sorry.
Cousin It was the big ball of fluff.
Yeah.
Sorry, my bad. Thing. So yes, you guys are in this room. There is that pile of what looks like discarded clothing and the wooden door, the two torches, stone walls covered in moss and strange hieroglyphs.
Oh boy.
There seem to be an exit, or is it just like all walls?
There is a door.
Well,
All right. Well, let's look through these rags first.
As you start digging through those rags, they are exactly what they appear to be. They are just various disheveled clothing that got tossed into a pile. Some of them a little bit cleaner than others.
I grab the cleanest one and put it on.
Okay.
I will grab one random one and put it on Dr. Leech's face. Here is your mask.
Yes, thank you. I just start tearing it all to ribbons and just start doing bandaging everything
All
as
right.
best I can.
We now have the mummy.
Yeah, I'm not. Now I look like a mummy.
while they're digging through the
gonna-
rags, I'm just going to be casting Gift of Alacrity, which is about a minute. So while they're just putting on rags, I'm not going to be torn to get new clothing.
Right.
I'm gonna pop my cat familiar out and have it just start hissing at Dr. Lee.
Okay. And what does Gift of Alacrity do?
It lasts for 8 hours, and I can touch a willing creature, and I add a D8 to its initiative rolls. So I'm adding that to my own.
Okay.
It appears that you have gone to Discord, or is that Twitch?
Oh, that was me. Sorry.
Important.
Everybody disappeared.
I hit a button. Don't hit buttons. That's a bad thing. I did that last time too.
Important note, do we have our arcane focuses? I don't know what we do.
We don't, but luckily I don't need this one.
Oh, that one's good. Okay, good.
It's verbal and somatic. That's all.
Anybody who is a sorcerer technically does not need an arcane focus for some of their spells. If it needs a material component, you do need the focus.
Mm-hmm.
While he's doing that, I'm gonna prestidigitate the torches lit.
The torches are already lit. That's how you can see in this room.
Is anyone else
Yeah.
familiar with what we're doing?
No, but this is my first time waking up in this strange room.
It is?
I have woke up in many strange rooms. Let's knock on door.
So you're going to walk up to the door and knock on it.
Yep.
As you walk up to the door and you go to knock on the door to see what happens, you tap on it once and you watch as the entire thing kind of shudders a little bit. Some dust and mold falls off. You tap on it a second time and all of a sudden the entire thing just goes and crumbles to the ground.
Uh-oh, I have broke the door.
Ah, good work.
You're gonna kill me by the end of this.
There appears to be a hallway on the other side of this door.
My guess is this has not been in use for many years. That's why the door crumbled that way.
Are there any torches or anything down this hallway? Or is it just pitch black?
So you poke your head out and look. As you poke your head out and look, there are a couple of torches. They are spaced at quite a distance apart so that you have a pocket of light, a pocket of darkness, a pocket of light. As you look to your left, the hallway goes. There's about a 15-foot length of darkness, and then a torch. And just to the left of the torch, you see another doorway. And then it looks like there's a wall right at the edge of the light. To your right, you see spaced between 15 and 20 feet apart are 3 torches. You can't see an end to the hallway. And there do not appear to be any doors that way.
What do you see?
Explain what I see to
Everyone.
Yeah, I'm not going to repeat.
Hey, Shinobi. Good
I'm
to
good.
see you.
Dr. Leach is going to take a torch off of the wall from the inside. Well, nothing to do but go forward, I guess.
I can see all darkness.
As can I.
How good for you.
120 feet.
Oh, I didn't realize it was quite that long. You do see an end to the hallway to your right. About
Sight.
about 90 feet down, you see that the hallway banks left.
So while they're doing that, can I be searching around the room, see if there's any like soot and like debris on the ground?
There is dust, there is mold, and there is rubble from the stone walls. The torches do not appear to have left any ash or whatnot burning off of it.
You said there's another door to the left.
Correct.
That's rather close.
Correct. It's from where this door is. When you bank left, it is roughly 25 feet away.
Does it look like the same door that was crumbled to whatever?
It looks like a wooden door. Yes.
I'll go up to that door and try to peek inside.
You cannot see through the door.
Opening the door.
When you go to open the door, you find that it is the door is kind of difficult, but a little bit of pushing on it, you push forward, it swings open, and then one of the hinges breaks and it kind of dangles off to a side. And in this room, you see 5 large, very decrepit-looking stone chests. They're about 10 feet wide, 5 feet high, and they're placed around the outside of this 40 by 30 room.
There appears to be something in this room. There's a number of crates that have something in them. Would anyone care to open them. I don't feel they may have issues.
Well, we can give this a try. I'm
Are
gonna.
there any kind of runes or inscriptions or writing on any of these chests?
Yes, there are, and they resemble the same types of runes and inscriptions that you see throughout this entire pyramid. That strange language.
While they're
I
discussing this, I'm going to cast Comprehend Languages.
I
It's
was
going to take.
just going to do the same thing.
Oh,
Hey,
okay.
Grouch
Yes, I was
Couch.
looking for Split.
All right, so you cast Comprehend Languages, and as you do, most of the inscriptions and hieroglyphs you see about the walls on you, um, does it really? Yeah, it does. I wonder what's different. It might be the software. Thank you for that. Um, as you look around, the hieroglyphs and inscriptions on the walls do not have any discernible writing to it. They look more like they're supposed to be decorative. When you take a look at the stone chests throughout the room, the inscriptions you see on them are names. They're it it has the feeling of footlockers. How people would put their name on their footlockers.
No clue as to what this language might be.
No, it is definitely a unique language. Does not resemble anything from the classic languages that you're familiar with.
Well, the spell appears to be working, but not getting much from it. These must all be names. But whoever owns this stuff is long gone.
Perhaps your hand can go and check.
Nah, I'll do it. I just go in and open the chest.
All right, so there are, what did I say, 5 chests?
Yes.
Yeah, 5
Yeah.
chests. There are 2 to your left and right, and 1 at the far end of the room. Which one are you going for?
I'll go straight to the far end of the room. It's
Far
like,
end
you
of the
guys
room.
check this one. I just walk right in. Yeah.
Throwing
All
mage
right.
on.
Now, do me
Yeah,
a
I'm gonna
favor and
do
roll
mage
me
hand.
percentile.
All right. D100. That is a 77.
That is a 77. As you go to push this stone lid off, there is a sound. Sounds almost like metal filament snapping. And as you continue to push, nothing happens. You look inside this stone chest. What the heck?
Did you have like a notification come up that shifted the screen?
Nope, somebody stopped sharing one of their windows.
That would be me. It just all of a sudden stopped sharing my D&D Beyond page for some reason. Hold on.
So let me.
Hold on, let me try to see if I can turn it back on.
If you don't want to, I can readjust the overlay.
I'm just seeing Dr. Leech's forehead.
I know.
Oh no.
There we
There we
go.
go.
So, as you look into that, you peer in there and you see what appears to be your Plague Doctor mask
Hey.
and a whole bunch of random gear.
It's like, wait, this isn't all my stuff.
No, as a matter of fact, it's a whole lot of random gear.
I will open
it-
another one.
Roll me percentile, please.
Are these yours? It's like, okay, I just start fishing through this stuff.
Since
Yeah.
it didn't explode, I'll definitely walk up and survey what they found.
32.
Yeah, I'll take the last.
32? Okay. And which one are you going for?
The left one.
The first one on your left?
Yep.
Okay. FaZe, you said you're going for one. Which one are you going for?
Oh.
I'll do the one next to Thacobane.
Okay, so you're doing the second one on the left.
Yeah.
I'll take
Axel,
the first on the right.
first one on the right.
So, what happened with Magic Burst number 7 when I cast Comprehend Language?
Oh,
Oh,
shoot.
right.
Actually, that should have
Oh.
gone to Phase when he cast Alacrity.
Oh, right. Yeah, that's true.
My mistake. Thank you,
I just
whoever
saw number
reminded me.
7 and I'm
Yes.
like, oh, wait, yeah, that's right.
I just disintegrate right where I stand.
Bring it! Bring the chaos! Bring it!
1 second. I got to bring that up. I forgot to load that. Thank you for reminding me, whoever said that.
Yeah, that was me. Because I'm like, what's that
It-
7 for? Oh, yeah.
If we get a deck of many things, I got some tarot cards here. I'm just saying.
Oh, really? I do too. That's pretty funny. I have specifically a tarot deck for the deck of many things, even though I have not introduced it at
Oh,
all in
shoot.
any of our games.
Phase, do me a favor and roll me a D8. If you get an 8,
D8?
re-roll.
Okay. 5.
5. All right. We'll get to your magic burst in just a second here.
Oh, boy.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
I thought I was
Thacobane.
rolling for initiative.
Nope, not this time. Thacobane. You go and pop that chest open, and you as well hear the sound of a metal filament snapping, and the lid tumbles back, and you see more gear. Some of it looks like what you had earlier. Phase, roll me percentile.
10.
Perfect.
Oh, wait, no, sorry, 1.
1, even better. So you go to open this stone chest, and as you put your hands forward, you miss. Your hands go over the top of the lid, and you slam forward your chest, hitting the chest.
Ow.
I just mutter under my breath. I guess time wasn't on your side this time.
Oh! And as
Wicked
you-
burn!
And as you slam into this, the lid shifts, and you hear the sound of this metal filament snapping. I now need a Constitution save from you.
Is this for poison?
Yes, it is.
I have advantage on that, at least.
Good.
They did not roll fairly well, however. 13.
13. You find yourself poisoned. You take, fortunately, because the poison is mostly inert, 2 points of damage.
So I take 1 because I'm resistant to poison as well. Great.
And you see a bunch of magical gear, some of it looking like your own. Axel, roll me percentile, please.
Alright, and that's a D100 and which other dice?
It's the D100 and the D10. Hey, Lich.
78.
78. You push open this lid, the metal filament, you hear it snap, nothing happens, and you see magical gear in that one as well. It seems that most of your gear is in these these chests.
Looks like whoever took this stuff just tossed it in higgledy-piggledy. Maybe if we put it all in one pile, we can figure out who's whose.
Phase.
Yeah, let's do that.
Phase, as you go to grab these stuff out of the chest you're looking in, every time you go to grab something, it's almost like your hand is going through what you're looking at. You keep missing.
Oh no!
I can't open a box. And
Roll,
I can't.
roll me an intelligence, please.
Oh, I mean.
Or no, roll me a wisdom.
Oh, okay, wisdom.
Just keep trying time after time.
I'm just not. 8?
8. Yep, you have no idea what's going on. Thank you for the cheers, sir.
I seem to be having a distortion. I can't seem to open or touch anything.
Roll
Let
me.
me test. I'm gonna
Maybe
go
everything's an illusion, and this is just a dream. I'm just kidding.
Thacobane,
Try to
roll
touch
me
him.
a perception.
6
6?
plus...
What's your
Hold on.
passive?
That's what I'm looking at.
Yeah.
Oofta. 0.
No, what's your
No.
what's your what? So it's a 10. Your passive is a 10. That's still good enough. As you turn around and look, you watch as FaZe is going to grab something out of that chest, and his fingers are like 3 inches above what he's trying to grab.
Oh. Good fellow.
How far
Reach
away am I from his chest?
further.
What?
How far away from FaZe's chest?
Uh-huh.
You're 10 feet, 15 feet away.
I'm gonna flip my mage hand over and just open it for him.
No, the chest is open. He's just having a hard time grabbing what's in the chest. The only one that's not open is the one directly to your left.
I'll just try to. Can I try to push over the chest? If I can't touch any of it, just want to shove it.
Yep. You go and push forward on this, and amazingly, you manage to get your hands on the chest, and you push and find out that this thing is fairly heavy, but with a little bit of exertion, you do manage to push it over.
I can only shove. I cannot touch.
So you guys have a pile of stuff in the middle of the room, one chest that is unopened, and it looks like the majority of your gear is in there.
I'm gonna open the last chest.
As you push open the lid on this chest, you hear that filament snap again, and I need a Constitution save from you.
Uh-oh.
First roll is an 11, so it'll be a 15.
And that is just enough. You see the gas, or the poison cloud burst up, and it hits you in the face, but you shrug it off, the poison seeming to be completely inert. And the rest of your gear is in that chest. So you guys now have all of your stuff.
Hooray! Hooray!
However, you notice that FaZe is having a very, very difficult time putting his rings and other things on. He keeps missing by like 2 or 3 inches every time.
Here, let me help you.
Yeah, Edgar, give him a hand. Ha ha. Okay.
Are you satisfied with your care?
Oh,
I
that
wish
is...
to know what is wrong with me.
Roll another wisdom.
7?
You still have no idea what's going on.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a care doggo.
I'm loving your rolls. That's going to make today fun. So yes, you are now in this room. There is nothing left to work with. Oh, it's Bane Puppy.
Yep, he wanted on my
Doggo.
lap, so.
Bane
Hello,
Puppy.
Doggo.
All right. So yes, you guys are in this room. There does not appear to be anything else in here. The chests have been thoroughly cleaned out. You have all of your gear, and there is no discernible idea what's going on.
All right, I'm going to put on all my gear.
Yep.
I wonder why, if we were taken, they would put our supplies so close.
Or behind a door that doesn't actually close. If this was a prison, they're doing a poor job of it.
They must be drows then.
Now that I have my gloves on, here, let me take a look at you. I'm going to, I'd like to inspect, was it FaZe?
Yep. Roll a
and-
medicine,
Yeah, I'm going to give you a full medicine look over.
please.
Ooh.
Bend over.
Yeah, luckily, I'm really good at this, so this is a 28.
You don't even
Sorry,
feel it.
26.
26. As you give him a once over, it takes you a little bit of time. You end up finally putting the torch up to where you do the whole follow the torch with your eyes thing. And you realize that something is affecting his vision. His depth perception is off.
Well, unfortunately for you, it seems your vision is off. Unfortunately for you, I did not prepare lesser restoration today.
To put that into a mechanical effect for you, Phase, that is going to give you a -2 to any to hit roll that you make for an indeterminate amount of time.
All right.
I would prescribe glasses. I write you a little prescription, and then. hmm
Extremely like wide spectacles.
hmm
Oh no, another magic burst.
Yes! So
Hey,
this will
keep
be
'em coming.
fun. I kind of want to make it so that you can do Magic Burst more often on this game, but I'm not going to be that mean.
Oh,
I mean, why
Okay.
not? We got forecasters. It's gonna go through every single time.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I know, but some of these can really mess things up.
I know.
Oh, that's
I
fine.
read some of the list.
Hi,
That was a
buddy.
long time ago, though.
Hi, buddy.
So,
Well,
what would you guys like to do now?
I like to just double check over my broom, make sure all the things are on it. It's not tampered with.
Everything seems to be on the up and up.
I'll start walking down the torch sconced hallway,
Okay.
and intentionally trying to not run into anything. Putting
Right.
my hands out in front of me so that way I don't walk into something unexpected.
It's not causing that much difficulty to you. It's literally just a little bit off, like 3 inches here, 2 inches there. You walk through the
Oh,
door and your shoulder brushes against it when you thought you were walking through the center. That type of thing.
Got it. Okay.
I did adjust Magic Burst, so you will see it a bit more often. To my normal players and those of you who are always in the stream, please remind me to put it back to normal come next week.
No,
I mean,
no.
Keep it coming.
Magic burst, all the things.
Right? So, Phase, you start walking down this hallway, and as you do, roll me a perception,
We've-
please.
I'm going to follow closely. I'm like, okay.
This will be interesting.
8.
8. All right. You see what's in front of you. You're moving down this hallway, spending as much energy as necessary to walk a straight line.
By all means, let's let the blind person lead us. Seriously, what are we doing here?
I'm just gonna scoff out to see him walking, hop on my broom, and just float down the hallway.
And then for your guys' reference, the ceiling is 10 feet up.
Mm.
It is very tall. As you guys continue walking down this hallway, there's very little in the way of changes in scenery. Phase, you said you are in the lead?
Sure. Yeah.
Awesome. Roll me a dexterity save.
Great.
Oh boy. For reference, I have my armor, my shield on, and I'm holding a torch in the other hand.
Yep.
See if you don't sound one doggo.
Oh my god, this dice is dead to me. 5.
Baby,
Oh, there's the fray.
baby.
Both the doggos.
Baby.
That was a 5?
Yes.
Awesome. So, as you go walking down this hallway, you feel the floor shift underneath your foot. And because of the concentration you have in walking straight, you mistake this sensation for you just being off balance. However, there comes this discernible sound, something you've heard many times before. You hear the sound of as something launches down the hallway at you, and you feel something strike into you.
Before it reaches him, can I use my thing?
Your thing?
I'm gonna adjust density as I see it coming down, slow its speed by 10 feet.
Roll me a perception.
That would be... My roll is an 8 because of Loxy, plus 7, but I have a passive of 17.
You do not see it. It's moving too fast. All you heard was the sound. There wasn't enough time for you to catch it. As it strikes into Phase. Phase, you see a dart sticking out of you. You take 3 points of piercing damage.
Ow.
That's it.
Ow.
Oh no, you
I
have
don't-
been injured.
I do not like these tunnels.
Would you
Someone
like
else-
me? Would you like me to go first?
And I will attempt to push you in front, but miss by 3 inches.
Alright, I slap you on the shoulder. Don't worry. Don't worry about this one. It'll get better. So I will go forward.
Okay.
I am hovering off the ground 1 inch as I go forward.
Okay.
Got 2 flying people and 2 robots.
hmm
All right. So you are hovering across the ground, making your way forward.
Yep.
Oh yeah, I should mention my cat's on the back of my broom, just watching you all judgingly.
Perfect. Your cat all of a sudden starts to act very strange. You're not exactly sure why,
They're in heat.
right?
Oh, jeez.
Dr. Leach, you make your way down to the end of this hallway, 90 feet down. It turns to the left. As you look left down this hallway, you see another torch 30 feet down. Do you have dark vision?
I do not. So
Perfect.
it's just the torch I'm holding and then whatever I'm seeing up there.
You see that torch 30 feet down, and you can't see outside the ring of light that it makes, but you can tell that it is starting to slope downward.
How wide are these hallways, by the way?
6 feet.
6. So we're in like single file line.
Yep.
So we're social distancing.
You are definitely social distancing.
I've got the mask and everything. This is
Yes, you
perfect.
do.
Oh, we're immune to disease thing, Thaco Bane. We're good.
Right.
We're
Right.
safe.
As you phase, as you make your way to the corner, turn and look, your dark vision allows you to see that, because your dark vision's 60 feet.
60, I believe, yeah.
Okay. You start to see that this grade, the slant of this ground, starts to get really steep just outside the ring of light from the torch.
I'm gonna cast dancing lights and put them, all 4 of them, 30 feet apart all the way down, so I get 120 feet.
Perfect. You cast dancing lights, and as you do this, what color?
Or
Orange. So you watch everything burst into Halloween colors, and you watch. Everybody can now see. The floor starts to do a soft grade for about.
Don't forget the magic burst.
Yep, for about.
Oh
40
yeah.
For about 40 feet, and then it goes from probably a 10% grade to almost a 45-degree angle after 40 feet. This is going to be a fun one. I haven't seen one this low before.
Just to correct something, I don't think I actually have dark vision because I'm Warforged.
That may be possible.
I can't seem to find it on D&D Beyond.
I have 120 feet worth of dark vision because of one of my warlock abilities.
Right, that's why I was
Nice.
curious. I was like, I don't think I actually have dark vision.
All
I'll
right.
grab it and find out.
So at the moment, nothing discernible happens with the magic burst. You guys are you have rounded the corner and you see this strange adjustment to the path in front of you.
Something weird going on with the floor here. You may want to watch your step.
It is a slide.
Is it?
just gonna fly down.
All right. You watch as Axel, ahead of the rest of you, flies down this slant. Axel, you realize that, yeah, indeed, it could be used as a slide if somebody were inclined. You get to the bottom and you find in this room 2 things. First, you find that your cat is now going absolutely insane. Second, you find that there are statues of cats all over in this room. There are pillows scattered about, and throughout the room you see a handful of felines. 6 of them to be exact.
I
You
will
vent your-
fit and slide.
You're gonna
I
slide?
just realized that I got super sunburnt when I rode my bike earlier.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
did.
I saw your tan line.
Yeah.
Dude, like I just brushed against my forearm and it hurt, and I'm like, oh no.
Oh.
And then I saw my camera and I'm like, oh no.
Oh man.
Yeah, it's red.
Jeez.
I didn't want to say anything.
Oh man. That's no joke.
Right? So, Thaco Bane,
Whee!
you make your way.
Whee!
You make your way down this thing. I need you to roll me an acrobatics, please.
Ooh.
I guess seeing you're about to slide under me, I will fly up and fly onwards. It's like, okay.
19.
19. Just like in the Goonies, you come down off this slide, launch forward, and using just what little bit you can before you fly off the end of this slide, you manage to direct yourself and land onto a pile of these pillows. Just in time to see that you barely missed a living cat,
Hey, you guys.
right? So that just leaves FaZe.
I also will correct. I do not have dark vision. So is it just pitch black up here?
No, you see the torches, but where you're standing is now dim light.
Okay. Then I will just slide down after I see the Thaco Bane getting out of the way.
Yep. So you go through. I need an acrobatics from you as well, please.
Acrobatics. 14.
14. You do a good enough job to where you do not land on Thacklebane, nor do you land on solid floor. You manage to hit some of the pillows and cushions. You all find yourself in this room. Dr. Leach, you and Axel floating in the air. FaZe and Thacklebane, both of you in a pile of pillows. And the cats that are in this room scatter. You notice, Axel, that your feline is very aggressive towards these other felines.
Here, kitty. Here, kitty. Here.
That does not seem to be working at this point in time. As you guys right yourselves
You
and
sound some sort of cat dungeon.
It's
As
a
you-
litter box.
It is. You right yourselves and look about this room. You see to your right a large archway that leads down a hallway that is well lit now. It goes down probably about 30 feet and then comes to a T intersection. Behind you and up the wall about 30 feet, you can see the mouth of the slide that you came down. This room is about 80 feet square. And in just the quick glance around the room, you count at least 75 statues to cats ranging from normal feline sized to 30 feet in height, as you then realize that the ceiling on this place is close to 40 feet.
Jeez.
There are walkways and shelves and whatnot for the cats to climb on and move about. It seems that this is a giant playroom for these half a dozen kittens or cats. And then you notice that these cats are looking very aggressively at the two of you who disturbed them. I would like for
How far away are these cats, and how large is this room?
this room is 80 feet square, 40 feet tall. The cats range anything from 10 feet to 50 feet away from you. And I need both FaZe and Thacklebane to roll me. Where is it? A wisdom saving throw.
Nani?
Right. 17.
Nice. You actually rolled a good one.
18.
And you rolled a good one too. You guys hear purring coming from the cats. And for a brief moment, you guys are overcome with the desire to pick up these cats. For just a brief moment. And then you're like, wait, what? No, I got to figure out what's going on. And you shake it, and you shake off that feeling.
Sounds like normal thing that happens around cats.
This
Right?
sounds like
Hey, good fellow, get behind me.
2 of them are above you.
Are they behind above them?
Right. Like, is Fireball going to hurt them?
I don't know. Are you going to announce that you're doing that, or are you just saying get behind me?
Get behind me. I'm going to blow them up.
These cats, no!
I'm just gonna fly a little bit higher up.
Okay. I know why
Boy,
you're
I'm-
doing this.
I guess I will also. Boy, I will like fly behind you. I'm like, oh boy, where do I find these people?
What do you do? I'm gonna cast Faithful Hound
Okay.
and bring out this like clockwork mechanized dog creature
Okay.
to try to scare the cats away.
Okay. What I would like is for both Thaco, Bane, and Phase, both of you roll a d20, add your initiative.
Oh, at my initiative.
Yeah.
So am I taking an initiative check?
20.
It's not a traditional initiative check. This is to see which one of the 2 of you acts first.
Okay. Would I roll my D8 from Gift of Alacrity to it?
It's no, just your regular initiative.
My regular initiative. Okay. Okay, that's
20 total.
Okay.
29.
Okay, Phase, you get your
Duh.
hound. You get your hound out first,
Yeah, I rolled a 17. So.
and let's see how these critters respond.
I rolled a 19. Damn.
I have a plus 12.
Gosh.
Holy
Three,
crap.
three of the cats bolt to the other side of the room from you, start climbing up onto the wall. 3 of the cats all get their hackles up and start hissing at your creation. Thaco Bane, you start casting Fireball. You will be able to catch 4 out of the 6 of them. Roll
Okay.
damage.
Okay.
And tell me what your DC is.
My DC is 16.
All right.
but
2 of them
I
save.
have Elemental Adept. So it ignores resistance to fire damage, and my 1s are 2s.
Yep.
And I am casting it as a 5th level spell.
These are cats!
I'm like,
don't
this
know
guy
what kind
really
of
doesn't
cats
like
these
cats,
are.
guys.
I'm allergic.
All right. So,
Cat's got his tongue.
34.
34 damage. Fantastic.
Big bada boom.
So now I need initiative from everybody. Real initiative.
So are there 4 smoldering cat corpses
Oh.
now?
No, there are not.
Oh, uh-oh.
I just realized I forgot to use the 10 that the chat gave me, so I will use that now.
Perfect.
So my initiative is 14.
Perfect. Remember, there is a nat 1 on the table.
My initiative is a 23.
Okay. 1 second here.
31.
My initiative chart only goes to 30.
I rolled an 8 and 11 plus my 12.
Leech,
You go a whole round earlier. You get to go again.
right? You get to lap everybody.
Mhm.
I have the potential to get to 40 if I roll a 20 and an 8.
Damn.
Leech, what'd you roll?
14.
Thank you. And Thaco? Twiz, what'd you roll?
Wiz,
Twiz.
can you hear us?
Yeah,
Okay.
I have a 2 total. I rolled a nat 1.
Perfect. Well, you can re-roll that if you want. There is a no nat 1 on the table.
Yeah, there's a no nat
yeah, yeah. Reroll.
1. It's a 2.
It's a
It
two.
was. So, 3.
Hey!
All right, so that is going to be the game. All right, now if you guys will give me just a second, I got to figure this out.
Screw you, dice.
Think of all that barbecue. They're cats.
Oh no, I think one of the cats is in for a dramatic transformation.
It's just chow, man.
Oh, this is going to be fun.
Oh, we have another no nat 1.
Yay, good job.
Thank you, Loxy. Oh, and a give nat 20.
Yes, that means the next roll made on the table can be a nat 20 if you would like. There is also another magic burst.
Okay, I tried giving myself a magic burst. I'm throwing that out there.
It was used just before you rolled it.
Ah,
We'll now fight Beerus.
That would be that. So we'll do that. Okay, so you launch this fireball into the room. It bursts, setting all of the furnishings on fire. This room is now an inferno. Many of the cats got singed, but not all of them. That was 34 damage, you said?
Yep.
I just sit on my broom nodding approvingly.
Right?
now you say singed. Did these cats not die?
They are not dead.
Holy shit!
And starting
Oh,
this
no.
off will be Phase.
So is there a cat that's within like 5 feet of us?
No, not at the moment. The nearest one to you is going to be 10 feet away.
Okay. Then what I will do
And for argument's sake, your clockwork hound is going to be right there at your hip.
Yeah, so that way it does not attack yet until the next turn. What I will do is, how many would I be able to catch in like in a 30-foot cone? Would you say
We'll say 3.
3? Then I'm going to step in front of Thaco, so that way I'm not. I'll get within 5 feet of one of the cats, just like point blank to the cat,
Okay.
and I'm going to cast a 3rd level pulse wave in a 30-foot cone.
All right. Please let me know what that does.
So I create intense pressure that can either push or pull creatures within that zone 15 feet. So I'm going to push 15 feet away, and they have to make a Constitution saving throw to save against it.
All right.
If they save, they don't get pushed, and take half damage.
Okay. And the DC?
It is. Where's my spell save DC? 16.
16. All right. Not a one of them makes the save.
Great. So then I deal 6d6 damage.
I also would like to note Thacobane, Casper T. Lich, and Axel Singepup. As Phase casts this spell and you see this pulse wave emanate from him, all 3 of you believe that the spell is affecting you.
Okay.
So are they being pushed 15 feet?
They believe they are.
I'm just gonna look down at him and just laugh and say, "Really?"
I'm gonna crack the staff down, and from like the small clockwork, it just starts to spin rapidly and shoves. Apparently, they feel the same thing of this immense pressure pushing them away.
I'd like to think you do it, and then it's like Star Trek, where everybody just kind of goes, "Oh."
Yep.
I mean, this is something I'm familiar with.
So 21 points of force
Oh,
damage.
good lord.
Nice.
21.
That
Yes.
hurts.
Okay,
So,
none of you guys take that damage. The 3 of you do not take that damage, but you believe that that spell affected you.
so do I go like chasing after these cats for 15 feet?
You'll have to figure out your reaction to it when your turn comes up. Axel, it is your turn. Leech, you'll be on deck.
So I'm gonna. They move 15 feet back.
Yep.
Right.
Which puts them probably, I want to say, 30 to 35 feet away from you for the nearest one.
I'm gonna fly 20 feet above them
Okay.
and do the same thing, but I'm gonna pull them up.
All right. Let me see what
That's a
happens here.
Just pulling these creatures around.
con
they-
save of 17.
17.
Oh yeah, that was from the magic burst.
Okay. One of them saves. Oh, sorry. One of them died. Sorry. When you did
Oh,
that push, you
great.
watched one of them, the body just collapsed under the pressure and got smushed.
I'm sorry, but no.
We're still going to say you get 3 of them, Axel, so one of them saved.
It says 22 force damage, and then any of them that fail to get pulled upwards 15 feet plus another 5 feet from the graviturgy thing.
Which gives them each an extra 5 damage. So how much was the spell itself?
22.
So
And
27
then
damage.
All right, I
At the
gotta run
end-
upstairs and make sure Allie's up for work real quick.
All right,
gonna-
you're last on the initiative, so you have time.
Which one looks the healthiest of them?
Let me do some math here real quick. 25, nope, that one's dead. That one's dead, and that one's dead.
Oh, great.
You killed them as they fell to the ground or as they were being lifted up. The pressure from it and the slamming into the ground, they drop lifelessly on the ground.
Oh, what a shame. I was gonna make it hurt more.
Anything else you want to do on your turn?
No.
Okay. One of the felines starts running out of the room toward the hallway to the right. Leech.
Like, okay, that seemed excessive, but good work.
These are some strong cats if they're surviving
I guess-
fireballs.
How far away is that cat running?
It's got, from where it was and where you are, he is going to be. Oh, I just lost the page. Get back here. He's got 40. He's going to be close to 90 feet away from you, using angle from height.
I'm gonna float 30 feet over in its direction. Let's try something. I'm gonna cast Dispel Magic on this cat. I'm seeing what's going on here.
You are going to cast Dispel Magic on it.
Yeah, there's something up with these cats, and like I'm just trying something out because otherwise I don't really see them as a threat.
Because of that and that, go ahead and roll your d20.
Roll d20.
Yep, and then add your spellcasting modifier to it.
All right. That is a 15.
Perfect. You do that, and the cat looks just fine after you cast your spell. However, something that was kind of sort of missed by you guys, you thought it was a collar on these cats, but you watch as all of a sudden it bursts from your Dispel Magic, and it looks more like a jeweled necklace than a collar as it shatters into many pieces.
Is the cat acting any different?
Nope, the cat is running for its life.
Okay, cat's still running. I was like, okay. I guess I'm just going to okay. Well, I'm gonna float over to the collar and pick it up and going to examine it and examine the rest of this room. By the way, how many cats have died?
All 2 of them are still alive, so 4 are dead.
Oh,
4 out of 6 are dead.
4 out of
Four
the
out of
6 are
six.
dead.
One is running away, and there are 2
And-
left with us.
Nope,
right?
there's
So,
one left
wait,
in the
what-
room.
one
One
one's
of them
left
is
in the
running
room.
away.
okay. Yeah, I pull out a book and I scribble some. I scribble 3 cats into my book of the dead. Sorry,
Okay.
4 cats.
4 cats.
Are you naming them as well, or are you just labeling cat?
No, I just write cat, cat, cat. I give a slight description of them and then like the date and approximate where
and
we
then-
are.
Nice.
So I'm like, okay, cool.
Pyramid temple.
Yeah.
And
I'll
anything else?
I'm like, Dad, like you guys are going ham on some cats. I'm like, okay, knock yourself out. But I'm just gonna examine this collar once I get to it.
Okay, we'll say you get to it next turn.
Okay.
And as you start to make your way that way, you finish. You make that necklace explode with your spell. You watch from inside the inferno. There is a strange shift in the flames. As some of the flames start to disperse, and you see, you know that distortion from heat off of metal? You see that kind of distortion starting to appear in this room. Faze, roll me an Arcana.
Arcana. Ooh. 25.
You actually recognize this creature, and it brings a little bit of a bead of sweat on your forehead. You recognize this creature as a Chrona elemental. It is a time elemental.
Oh no.
And it starts to move forward toward you and Thacobane.
Oh no.
I would suggest that we be cautious. This entity is from my own ability.
Well, there seems to be a bit of a problem here, as it is approaching with haste and vigor. Let's see here, odd or even, Twiz. I need you to choose, odd or even.
Even.
All right. This thing starts approaching and looks at you, Faze, or what feels like it's looking at you, as there are no discernible anatomy parts on this thing. And part of that distortion swings out at you. And does a 23 hit?
Probably.
As you feel everything around you speed up, slow down, reverse, and go fast forward all at the same time, you're familiar with the time distortion and dilation. As its entity slams down into you, and you feel your body torn apart by all of this,
I know time distortion well. This hurts.
and you take 17 points of bludgeoning damage.
Oh.
Oh, now we're talking. This is now a combat.
And then it does it again.
Oh!
But this time it misses, as it only rolled a 13.
Invisible. I just realized also that the dog is invisible.
Yes.
It's just barking at this time.
Bark, bark, bark,
This
bark.
time elemental.
It misses with a 13, I'm assuming?
Yes, it does.
Yeah. And that brings us to the last surviving feline, who has done everything in its power to climb up the wall and hide behind one of the statues as far away from you guys as feline possible.
We probably didn't need to blast these cats away, but it felt good.
Twiz!
Well, I gotta react to that spell because it affects me.
Which spell?
The one that pushed
Oh.
everyone around.
Oh, how are you going to respond to it, thinking that you got affected by it?
Stagger back 15 feet.
Okay.
Against the wall.
So
and
you are
fall
at that
on
point.
my butt.
Okay. So
Oh no, I have fallen.
Press the red alert.
you know what? Grouch Couch, I'm glad we can entertain. First 15 minutes of my game, we're murdering cats. So you see this distortion slam itself into Faze, and he looks pretty roughed up because of it.
Oh no. I will save thee.
However, because you did fall down and land on your butt, you are considered prone, so it takes half your movement to stand up.
Yep, I will use half of my movement to stand up, and I will start going towards him. So I only have 15 feet that I can get towards him. So I'm back to where I was.
Yes, you are. which puts you 10 feet away from the creature.
That's fine. So now I am going to do my fun little thing. Where is it here? Aw. Agonizing blast. I'm gonna do Eldritch Blast at him.
Eldritch Blast? All right.
Yep.
Roll to hit.
Yeah, you're shooting 2 blasts, right?
Yep. Or no.
Shit.
Isn't
it
it
3?
3?
It might be 3.
I think he gets a third one at 9th level.
I thought it was 3. I'm not too sure.
I will double
Let's
check.
see here.
I just thought it was based off of when your
Uh,
cantrip.
Oh, wait,
two
no.
beams.
Yeah, okay. 2 beams.
I get 2 beams, but because of my warlockiness, I get a bonus plus 8 to it.
Ooh, your warlockiness
Plus 8
Yep.
from what?
to hit.
Oh, plus 8
Yeah.
to hit. Gotcha.
Yeah. Is there a no nat 1 on the board again?
I think they're actually.
Oh, no.
Actually, there is.
Woo!
You got lucky. There is. I can
Roll
also.
again.
I would also like to make a hint. There is also another magical number on the table.
Oh yeah, a nat 20.
True.
Oh, well, I'm not going to use that nat 20 because I just rolled a nat 20.
All right, you
Wow.
suck.
Hey.
You suck.
You actually have to roll. You have to roll for each
bolt?
Each
Eldritch
beam,
Blast.
So the first bolt was a nat 20. The second one is 27 total.
All right, both of them hit.
All right, so 1d10 plus 4. First hits for 11. Second one hits for 9.
So 20 in total. You watch as, and it's the craziest thing. You watch
2
as
more
these.
points of damage because of my staff.
Say what?
My staff that I have gives me +1 to my damage rolls.
Okay.
So 2 more points.
Okay. You watch as the Eldritch Blast slam into this creature, and it is the weirdest thing because as it hits whatever body this thing has, everything kind of gets distorted. You watch as part of the beam is going super slow, and then another beam is going like 90 miles an hour. It's just crazy.
Oh,
And that brings us back to the top of the initiative phase. This thing is standing in front of you, and it smashed you hard.
Well, because my faithful hound is right next to me, it's going to take a bite at this creature. So that's just a roll to hit. What's the plus modifier? Is it just my spell? Yeah, okay. Dog jump. What I'm gonna do, since that was a natural one, one of my abilities here is Chronal Shift as a reaction after you or a creature you can see, because the dog is visible to me. Makes an attack roll, ability check, a saving throw. I can force the creature to make a reroll. So I'm going to reroll that natural one.
Okay.
16 to hit.
It goes to bite at this creature, and you watch as the mouth looks like it's going to wrap around its leg, but all of a sudden the leg just isn't there. It misses.
Doggo, no. Okay, then what I'm going to do is take out from my pocket a little copper coin and just hit it with, or hit the ground a little bit with the end of my staff, and it shoots directly towards the creature. It has to make a dexterity saving throw. And I'm
Catapult.
casting, yep, catapults
Okay.
at first level.
And what's my save?
16.
I make the save.
Well, it goes straight into the wall then.
And it actually does, but it goes straight into the wall at half its speed.
At half its speed.
Yeah, as it goes, as it looks like it's going to hit this creature, all of a sudden there is this strange distortion that pops up, and it slows this thing down to half its speed for a distance, and the creature slides to the side, and then as it exits the distortion, launches to the other side of the room.
Oh. Well, that's my turn.
Axel.
Yeah.
Is there a way that I can put a 10-foot radius sphere on it, but not hit the two toasters on the ground?
Yes, you can put it right behind the creature.
Alright, I'm gonna do that, and I need to have it make a con saving throw,
And I need
as
to
I'm
beat.
casting Magnified Gravity at first level.
And I need to beat.
17.
I rolled a 17 exactly. So, does anything happen on a fail or on a save? Sorry.
It just takes half damage and doesn't suffer the reduction to its
Okay.
speed. So
Roll
half
damage.
of 14, 7.
7? Okay. I'm very, very afraid. I'm rolling well now, so that means when the big boss battle comes, I'm going to roll like crap.
Don't
And
say
then
that.
bonus action, have it make another con save. 17.
There it
I'm
is.
casting Frostbite.
That would be an 8.
Well, it only takes 6 damage, but it has disadvantage on its next weapon attack roll.
Okay. 6 plus 7 is 13, right?
Yes.
Cool. My math still works. This creature is you cannot see anything on it. You cannot discern how injured it looks because it just looks like this distortion in space.
And it's 7 force and 6 cold, if that makes a difference.
Okay, thank you. I need a wisdom saving throw from Faze. Tell me odd or even.
Odd.
I need a wisdom save from Axel.
17.
Okay. Just double checking one thing.
I only rolled a 9.
All right, you watch around you and feel around you as time kind of shifts and dilates for a quick second. But it's similar enough to your type of magic that you recognize that there's something strange about to happen, and you manage to move yourself just that few inches so that you're not at the epicenter, and whatever was going to happen doesn't. And then, what does it do here? There we go. At this point in time, it doesn't appear to do anything else. Dr. Leach.
Okay, so now I see there is a threat in the room, and
Oh, yeah.
it's going phases in melee with it.
Yes.
So I'm like, now we're talking. I draw my bone saw, and I'm gonna cast Holy Weapon,
Okay.
and I'm just gonna charge into this thing's back. Is there a nat 20 on the table still?
Yes.
Yep.
Hey, so I'm going to auto crit. Yeah. Okay, so that's going to be.
Oh, that's right. You're using that. Okay.
So let me see. 45, 55.
Took me a
Okay,
minute
that
to remember
is.
what weapon that was.
So this is this is my magic weapon. Sorry, 45.
45.
70,
We're not done yet.
71, and then I'm going to use my cleric ability to add 23 on top of that.
Which cleric ability?
My death cleric ability.
That one. Okay.
Yeah, here I will pull up the name of it. It is not Reaper. It is Touch of Death.
Okay.
So I had 23 necrotic on top of my 71 damage from this crit as I jam this bone. This it's a rapier, but it's like I got a serrated edge, and I just bring it up straight through the center of this thing, and it's hit with both radiant and necrotic damage.
You guys
as it
watch as
tears
this
through
thing.
this.
Yeah, you watch as this thing tears into the creature, and there is an actual physical tear as this weapon saws through this creature, and you watch as wisps of silver white and blackest black wisps of energy radiate off of it. And the creature, for the first time, makes a noise, and it is indescribable as it sounds like a combination of steel grinding on steel and fingers on a chalkboard.
You just made time hurt.
Yes, he did.
Time's on our side now.
And
I feel like I need to take psychic damage.
Twiz.
Bone's not going to come somewhere else.
Twiz.
All right. As a bonus action, I am going to use all of my sorcerer points. All 7 of them, turn them into a 5th level spell slot.
Okay.
And then I am going to do a 5th level magic missile at this thing.
Okay.
A lot of force damage.
That is 8 missiles.
Or is it 7?
7.
7.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
4 above 1.
Okay.
Yep. So let me.
Math is hard.
It's Sunday.
7.
I only pretend to know what I'm doing.
22 total.
22 did you add the +1 for every missile too?
Yep.
Good lord,
I
that
got
was
really crappy. I got a 4, 2, 3, 1, 3, 1. Jeez.
dang.
Man,
All right, you watch these things slam into it, and you're watching as these ripples come off of its body from every one of the impacts. At this point in time, that distortion that you're seeing seems to have faded more. It's almost a fifth of its intensity. And that brings us to phase.
Okay. It's still within melee range of me,
Yep,
right?
it has not moved.
All right. Faithful Hound Bite, go. 18 to hit.
18, that will hit.
Okay, great. So just an invisible force bites into this time force, I guess.
Mm-hmm. Force against time?
Force against time.
Einstein is having a headache right now.
48.
48 damage? Holy smokes. Hey,
Yeah.
Jaded.
It takes 17 points of piercing damage.
Okay.
And with my action, I'm going to reach out and try to grasp time itself and use Shocking Grasp. So I still have the -2, right?
Yeah, yes, you do.
Okay. So I'm at +8 or +6.
Only.
That's a 14.
That's a 14. You go to reach out, and between you having this problem with your eyesight and this thing being a shifting being of time, you go to put your hand on there, and there's nothing. You don't feel anything that you can grasp onto.
Okay. I'm going to then try to step away from it. Yeah, I'm gonna try to get away from it, get about 30 feet distance if possible.
Okay. Does a 13 hit?
It does not.
Or sorry, 14.
This is not.
Okay. So it does try to take an attack at you, but misses completely.
All right.
Which brings us to Axel.
Gonna try again. Con saving throw, magnified gravity at first level.
That spell just does not want to hit this guy. But you do half damage.
So 3 force damage.
No, I just made the save.
Roll with a 6.
I made the save, so so I only take half the damage of it, right?
Yep. So half of 6 would be the 3.
3? Okay.
Stop clicking your snatch.
All right.
And
PG.
I'll try and firebolt it.
Okay. Roll a hit.
15.
As the firebolt gets near this thing, you watch as time speeds up around this thing, and the fireball dissipates, appearing to cause no damage. You just missed its AC.
Just gonna spit on it and then that's it.
That works. Perfect. You spit on it, it takes 1 damage, and it falls over.
The spit slows down. No.
Ooh.
And then speeds up and hit Dr. Leech in the face.
Good thing you're wearing your mask to protect it.
Yeah, good thing.
Dr. Leech, as you're getting ready for your next attack on this thing, you watch as all of a sudden this creature turns into itself, folds into itself, and reappears 30 feet away from you.
Yeah, you better run.
Is it next to me now?
No, it's not next to you. And as it's there, it then it's then your turn.
So it just teleported 30 feet away from me?
Yep.
I'm like, you didn't think this through, did you? And I'm coming up with my sword.
Okay.
All right. I assume there's no nat 20s on the table anymore.
There are no nat 20s on the table.
Let's see. I've only got a single. Yeah. As I'm doing this as a bonus action, Edgar's gonna dive from my shoulder and like try to and kind of flop onto into its face area. I assume he falls through, but I'm just looking for a help action.
Okay.
All right.
I'm going to roll a percentile here to see if it actually does anything.
Okay.
I need you to tell me high or low.
Low.
I rolled a 99.
Oh, damn. All right.
What is that low?
So no advantage.
No advantage this time.
All right. Ooh, still all right. That's a 17 plus 9, 26.
That's going to hit.
Nice. All right. So let's see. Let me roll what this damage is. Let's see. Got 10, 18, 21, 25, 30, 30 damage, and I'm again. I'm doing this as a booming blade, so that's how I'm getting an extra D8 on that.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll pop it again, so I'll add another 23 on top of that.
You do this, and you guys watch as once again you hear that god-awful sound, and it fades from existence as this distortion also fades from existence. Congratulations, you are no longer in well, you are technically in combat. There is one more cat, but it is hiding as far away from you guys as it can possibly get.
Can I see said cat?
Yes.
Fireball.
Is it within range of magic missile?
Yes.
I'm magic missiling that bitch. 4th level.
4th level magic missile on the cat?
I'm
Yeah.
like, Like, good. I pulled out a book. I'm writing the chronologist into the book, and then I see what you're doing to this cat, and I'm like, boy, I better not put this book away yet.
Better get that fit cat.
23 points of damage to the cat.
You hit this cat unerringly for 23 points of force damage, and the cat hisses at you.
It's still alive.
To be fair, they all survived a fireball too.
And 2 pulse waves.
Are you guys going to do it?
One
What have you
pulse
got against cats?
Are you guys going to do anything? Are you going to assist him?
I don't see the cat as a threat, apart
Okay.
from...
No, I'm like,
I mean, my cat was hissing at them, so I'll firebolt it.
You'll fight. Okay, roll to hit.
Dirty 20.
That'll hit.
oh Jesus.
Well, they're shooting pot shots at a cat. I'm going to go up to Leech.
Okay.
Your
15 fire damage.
This cat is
Sorry,
still.
16.
This cat is still alive.
What?
Your
I'm
blade
like,
cuts through time.
Can- it cuts through lots of things. I'm more worried that this cat is like really hardy. You sure we want to keep doing this? I'm now really concerned with how like hardy this cat is. I'm like, boy, this feels like we should be studying this cat because something's up here.
The
It is
longevity of
still
the
alive.
cat is timeless, apparently.
I will fireball the cat.
Yeah, see?
Are you seriously going to fireball the cat?
Yes!
Okay.
I'm not used to being the voice of reason around here. This is a little unusual for me.
You're supposed to give aid, not destroy.
It rolled a 17 before adding modifiers.
Can this cat be like... can join us? He's got more hit points than us.
34, so half of 34.
Is 17.
Is it still alive?
It is finally dead. Burnt to a crisp. All you can smell is fur. Singed, burnt fur throughout this room.
For good measure, I'm firebolting its corpse.
Get that double tap.
All right.
Let me see.
We are now up to 6 cats.
Yep, 6 cats and 1 time elemental.
Okay.
Chrono elemental. And yes, there
Oh,
are...
sorry. One cat escaped. There is 1 escaped cat, so it's 5
yeah, there
cats.
is.
There is 1 alive cat.
And there, if anybody has ever seen Boondock Saints, that is what you see from where this cat was that just got firebolted.
I've never seen such hatred for a cat.
It shouldn't have survived a fireball, David.
Man, you just can't predict what dog people will do.
Now, mind you, there is also fire all about this room as the furnitures and fixtures are on fire as well.
It's fine.
The answer is both, Reppin. Hey, Seekazilla.
I suggest we leave. I don't know the reason for why you felt the need to decimate a feline against the wall. But there is one that went down the hallway. There is one down the hall to chase after, if you so desire.
Before we do that, it dropped something. I was managed to dispel some magical color. I'm going to prepare the bodies of these other cats and whatever's left of the chrono elemental. While I'm doing that, I'm gonna check if they have collars too.
There is nothing left of the chrono elemental, but the other cats all have these necklaces on them. They're all
doing
similar in design. Golden scales that go around it, very ornate, with some hieroglyphs on it that look more, again, decorative. Centered in it is a ruby, small ruby, and you're guessing that these collars are, from how everything's working here and the dispel magic, Something about these collars is used to control the animals.
Since they're doing this, I'm just gonna take out my decanter of endless water, say stream into it, and just fly around pouring water on all the fire.
All right, we now have a firefighter in the room. Perfect.
And then
Flying
while
fire.
they're doing that, I'm gonna sack 3 level 2 and 1 level 1 warlock spell, and then do a short rest, get all of my sorcerer points back.
You're going to suggest a short rest to everybody?
Yes.
Yeah, let's examine these.
And I will also use my racial cure wounds on Mr. Phase.
Don't get too far ahead of yourselves. You are taking an hour-long rest in this strange temple.
I suggest that we use a sense of urgency.
So if you do decide to take this short rest, I am actually going to have to see if, for some reason, a random encounter might happen.
Well, I mean, I'm gonna float down and spend the 11 minutes just ritual casting Tiny Hut since we're doing a short rest.
Well, before we rest, I pull out a bottle that says Dr. Leech's Miracle Elixir, and I'm like, okay, who's injured here?
That would be me. But before that, DM, did I see where this time elemental came out from, or this chrono elemental came out from?
No, because somewhere in the conflagration of this room is where it appeared. All you saw was the distortion as it was approaching you.
Okay.
Okay, well, I'm going to apply this the Miracle Elixir to your wounds. You gain 18 points.
Oh, fantastic.
Damn.
I've got the healer feat. Yeah.
That he does.
Doctor's in the name.
I mean, snake oil, it does wonders.
Hey, my snake oil works.
Yeah.
Yeah, it takes off your skin.
Yeah.
That's okay, because I don't have skin.
All right, so you guys manage.
I'm like, I've got a list of side effects. Don't worry about it.
So before I actually start the short rest too, after I do the hut, can I do mage armor?
Yeah. So you guys managed to take yourselves a short rest. I do need every single one of you to roll a d6, please.
All right, we're adding health to the boss monster.
All right, probably. Before, as part of this short rest, I'm going to be I'll be decomposing the bodies, performing whatever necessary rituals there.
Yeah, go ahead and roll.
Okay.
Go ahead and roll and let me know what you get off of that.
2.
3.
2, 3.
2.
Axel.
2.
2 2s and 3. All right.
We're summoning that many cats.
Right? Okay, cool. As you guys are taking care of your various things, you guys notice I gotta do this now. You guys notice another strange distortion in the area around you. And as you guys are taking your short rest, it literally just hovers right outside the... Oh my.
Ooh.
Thank you very much for those donos. Sikazilla, you are very, very kind. Thank you. You see it just hovering outside the tiny hut.
During the long rest, I'm going to be taking my arcane recovery to recover some...
Short rest.
Short
Oh,
rest.
yeah,
Short
short
rest.
rest, sorry.
Short rest.
Short rest.
So what is this that's hovering outside?
Same kind of creature that you just got done killing. It's just hovering
Another
outside.
chrono elemental.
It appears to be.
Oh no, they're the weird thing again.
I'm going to be doing the arcane recovery as well.
Yep, take care of your stats as you need. If anybody wants to roll hit dice, roll them.
Yeah, I'll just roll. D6.
So,
Back the hole.
Just a little suggestion because you got hit pretty darn hard by that critter.
Well, seeing we're in here, I will do my divine magic cure wounds on him if he still needs some healing.
I'm good.
I will
The
save
18
that
for
for
magic
later.
cure helped.
Welcome back, Grouch
Well.
Couch. So yes, you guys are
I'm like
sitting.
my sword is still glowing at this point. It's like, but it's not going to last the full hour.
Right.
Are we going to jump this thing soon?
Well, you're gonna have to take. You're gonna have to sit the whole hour in order for these effects to happen.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
We're getting close to the hype train.
Don't see the hype train.
We're at level 2. That's a good thing.
Hey, boom.
Thank you very much for the resub. Oh! That put us up to level 3 hype train.
Yeah, that's what happens when somebody does a T3 sub.
Oh, dude, I didn't see that. T3. Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
I just saw that. I thought it was a resub. That's cool. So yes, the hour passes. The tiny hut is going to be there for quite some time more. What would you guys like to do? Thank you for the cheers.
Well, I think we should investigate these necklaces. And possibly these cat statues. There's something weird going on in here.
I'm more concerned with the entity that came out of the surrounding. If there's another one, then the longer we wait, the worse it could get here.
Corona thing? Do you think we're thrown out of time? Is that what brought us here? Who knows?
I'm unfamiliar, but if they have these creatures forming in some way, then maybe that is the cause, is a distortion. And if that is the case, then we must press on.
Let's fireball it.
Your fireball could even kill cats, and you want to try it against the time elemental.
Oh, come
Maybe if we put ears on it. Well, needs must. Does anybody need anything else?
I do not.
All right.
Would we be able
Is there any sort of arcana? I guess we already really investigated the necklaces. Do we know that somebody's controlling them or affecting their behavior?
Yep.
Okay.
There we go.
I will. Does anybody else want to hold these? Otherwise, I'll put them in my bag of holding.
I do not.
No, if yours is getting full, I can put them in mine.
All right.
Don't know how many bodies you have in there.
Are you offering?
Plenty
I mean,
of
there are 5 cats.
So what would you guys like to do?
All right.
How high up is it hovering?
Let's get.
About 3 feet off the ground.
Oh, okay. So we couldn't just run under it.
Nope.
Can we go around it?
You can try. But
All
currently,
right.
I'm still under the impression that the hut is still active.
I have an idea. If it seems to lock in place, then let us just flee. I can momentarily, potentially, lock it in space.
Let us try. If fail, I can make us invisible.
I mean, I can just make you 2 toasters fly if you really want.
The what?
Oh.
Oh.
So, what's the plan?
Yeah, let you try that, and I've got the backup right here, and I hold up my sword. I'm gonna cast protection from good and evil on myself, and then, I guess I will exit the bubble.
Yeah, I'll exit the bubble as well and use momentary stasis. It's a large or smaller creature, right? Or is it huge?
It's medium.
Okay. It has to make a Constitution saving throw.
And what does this do?
On a fail, the creature is encased in a field of magical energy that incapacitates it and gives it a speed of 0 until the start of my next turn.
Okay. As you cast this spell, you watch
Until the
as
end of my next turn.
you watch as this spell. Hey, Joe Dirt, welcome to the show. As you cast this spell, you watch that the familiar dilation of time that this creates, that bubble where everything kind of slows down to absolutely nothing. And then all of that magic is sucked up into this creature. And it doesn't appear that it worked.
Uh-oh.
And it doesn't move.
I'm going to attempt to run around it, if possible.
As you go to run about it, anybody else doing anything? It's
I'm
not
just
moving, it's not doing anything at the moment.
I'm just watching it and kind of doing kind of a while you're running around it. I'm doing kind of just kind of a walk and observing it closely around the other side.
I will follow him.
Wait for me. I am not fast. Just gonna float above out of the bubble.
Okay. As you exit out of the hut, it disperses. The creature is standing pretty much stationary as all of you go around it. And there's this odd sound from behind you as you're walking down. You look over your shoulder, and this thing is floating down the hallway behind you. Just following.
Coming toward us, or
Yep, following behind you guys.
hmm.
Now again, this hallway goes down about 30 feet and comes to a T intersection. Everything is well lit down here. The torches are spaced so that there's very little shadowed area.
I will go left. Good adventurers go left.
Left is always right. As you get to the
Does
T
he walk into a
intersection,
wall?
as you get to the T intersection, and you look to the left, you see what looks like a large circular room with a dais in the center of it. When you look to the right, you see that there is a hallway about 80 feet in length that has other passageways that go right and left off of it at 10-foot increments.
That way seems to be more confusing. I'm going to go to the dais.
All right, so you turn left. What about the rest of y'all?
I'm gonna hold back and keep an eye on this time elemental.
Okay. Leech,
I will
Twiz.
follow.
Okay, Twiz is
I'm
following
following
phase,
forward.
and Leech is following phase. So the three of you start walking around the corner. Axel, I'm assuming you're following, but you're making sure to hang back to watch this thing?
Yep.
Okay. As you continue forward, this thing keeps pace behind you at a 20-foot distance, never getting closer than that. You turn around the corner, and all four of you make your way into this room. It is a 100-foot large circular room that goes up a tiered dais. In the center of this room, you see a large stone table. There are hieroglyphs carved in each of the tiers that go up. There are 4 pillars in this room, creating, in perfectly squared in the room. On each of these pillars, you notice that there are carvings in it that show this progression of you see what looks like scholars sitting at a desk looking at books or writing on a desk. On the shoulders of them, you see people standing. And these people have wands, orbs, little things like that in their hands. Standing on their shoulders, you see robed figures that look like what you guys would recognize as archmages. And going up these pillars until it gets dark. You're not sure how tall this room is because it gets dark, except for Thakos Bane. You see that it goes 100 feet up. There's just these different images of spellcasters in literature and things like that, and they're all standing on each other's shoulder, each one appearing to be a progression of knowledge in the arcane. And in the center of this room, you see that large stone table.
And the thing is still 20 feet behind us?
Yep, it has not entered the room.
Maybe it's protecting something. Protecting the cats, maybe.
Speaking
Well,
of
it's
which,
a bit late.
you have not seen hide nor hair of the cat.
Or hair. Is there anything else on the table, or is it just a blank table?
At the moment, I'm assuming you guys are at the threshold of this room.
Okay. Oof.
Hello, we're looking for management.
After a few moments, nothing happens.
Time Elemental comes up behind you. Yes, how can I help you?
I am the manager. Quit being a Karen.
I'll go up to the table.
Okay. As you approach the table, ascending these steps, you notice first the time elemental has not entered the room, and you guys are significantly farther than 20 feet away from it. When you get up to this table, you notice that the entire table is covered in small hieroglyphs. Most of what you've seen throughout this pyramid so far, they're 3 inches by 6 inches for many of them. These ones are maybe 2 inches at the most square, covering the entire outside of this table. The surface of it is flat and smooth with just a little bit of a concave to it. There are 22 pairings of holes in the table. Dr. Leach, can you roll me an intelligence?
Straight intelligence.
I add proficiency.
Okay. Is this Arcana or religion? Or
Neither.
I don't know.
Neither.
Okay. Let me see. 19.
19. You would recognize the pairings of these holes as very reminiscent of the outline of a prone body on the table. 4 for the legs, 4 for the arms, 4 for the chest, and 2 for the head.
Some sort of bloodletting table. Perhaps sacrificial. Unknown.
If that's the case, then would there not be any markings of sacrifice?
Well, there's these glyphs, but we can't read them right now. We could cast something.
Can the glyphs move? Can I put a finger on the glyph and try to move it?
No movement.
I'll begin ritual casting comprehend languages again.
Okay. It's going to take him about 10 minutes. What are the rest of you guys going to do?
Mm-hmm.
Let's see, what kind of spells do I got at the hand?
I'm still keeping an eye on this elemental.
It has not moved. It does not.
Is
Once
it
it reached
how's it standing though?
it, it's just standing there. It doesn't have a discernible body. It's just this distortion, and it hasn't moved. It hasn't twitched. Nothing. It is just right there at the threshold and has not gotten any closer. And you guys being in the center of the room like they are, that's easily 50 feet away. It has not moved.
Is there anything else in this room?
Negative. At least not that you've seen.
Thaco, I think or Thaco Bane, I think you might be muted. Well, if there's nothing else here, then maybe we have to go back to the other path.
Twiz, I can't hear you.
Uh,
Hello?
Yeah.
Hello?
There you
Oh.
are. Now you're back.
Hey! There we go. How close are the... Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. How close are we to the statue things?
They are 25 feet away from center.
I'm gonna go up to one and poke it with my staff.
You tap on it, and it is solid stone construction.
There's no glyphs or anything on the statues.
Nothing, just smooth statues of...
It is
On
this.
the
It is
shoulders
this
of
col.
giants.
It is this column of people standing on each other's shoulders.
How big is this table and like the glyphs and the person?
The table itself is roughly 4 feet wide and 7 feet long.
Would it be wide enough for someone to lay onto to match the glyphs? Or not the glyphs, the holes that are in the center?
From what you can discern from what Dr. Leach just told you, yeah, probably.
Maybe someone's meant to lay on it.
Can I check
you're
around
getting
the table, under the table for any sort of mechanism that would cause something to poke out
Roll
from the table?
roll an investigation.
12.
12. You start poking around at this thing, and without knowing what the language says and what you're looking for, you start poking around at this thing, and nothing really jumps out at you as a lever, button, switch.
Just for reference, my faithful hound, if there's ever an invisible creature nearby, it can sense it.
Yep.
So,
Does it follow us though? Isn't the faithful hound
it-
stuck in the other
it
room?
next to me,
Oh,
I
cool.
think. Yeah.
I thought the faithful hound was stationary.
Was it? I
Mhm.
thought it was within 5 feet of me. Let me double check.
Before someone lays down, I will also...
I remained for the duration. So yeah, it's gone now. Never mind.
Okay.
It is.
Sorry, Twisted, you were saying something?
I'll also check the table.
Roll me an
Before someone
investigation.
just-
Well, Axel,
down.
Axel, roll again, because I will assume this is his assistance from Thackelbane.
Much better. 28.
28. Once Thacko's Bane comes back and sees what you're doing, the two of you start poking around again, and there does actually appear to be some very, very well hidden buttons that depress. There are 8 of them in total. 2 of them on the head and foot of the table, and on the other side, 3 on the left and right hand side.
I'm gonna push one of the ones at the head of the table.
You hear a sound of something moving, but nothing happens.
Maybe we push all buttons?
There are buttons.
Yeah, there's 2 at the head, 2 at the feet, 3 on the left, 3 on the right.
Let us push them all.
Are you
I'm
guys?
like, you just give me like 5 minutes, guys.
Yep. You say that, and Dr. Leach is over there doing his ritual spell, and you're like, I want to push the buttons. So what we will do is we will let Dr. Leach finish casting his ritual spell while the group of us
Just
goes
long enough
on-
to see what bad things they press.
Right. We are going to go to break. We will be back in about a half an hour. Thank you, everybody, for joining. Thank you for that hype train we got earlier. That was fantastic.
All the buttons.
For those of you who are kind of new to this, if you haven't checked out our social media, we have Facebook, we have Twitter, Instagram, our own website, YouTube, all sorts of places you can catch stuff. We've got our Discord there. Axel is all over this for me. Thank you very much. Check us out if you haven't. Follow us, like us, subscribe to us. Don't. It's your choice. We'll see you guys in about a half an hour.
Hi everyone, I'm Turkey. I'm from the Grouch Couch. We're a D&D variety channel, and we add a lot of shenanigans into our show. If you hang out long enough, I promise we'll make you laugh.
Hi, I'm DM Thaco from Dragons in the Dining Room. We quite literally stream D&D from our dining room. A variety D&D show where we also have a talk show on Mondays. If you hang out with us, you may even be able to influence our show. Welcome to the dining room.
Hey guys, I'm Joe from JoJo. If you guys like homebrew, some table talks, some mini campaigns, why don't you go on Jump in the Hole and throw me a follow. See you there.
Hi, my name is Sprinkles. I'm from Spooky Sprinkles, and I paint cute and spooky paintings and captions. And so, if you want to come watch a really wholesome art stream, come hang out with me.
Hi, I'm the Lich. I like short and hot live action gameplays. If you can survive the dungeon and earn the shirt, come by on Tuesdays. Or if you dig mutant apocalypses, hit the road, 80 Spookies Apocalypse Roadshow.
And we are Hero Approved.
And welcome back, everybody, to Dragons in the Dining Room, the first ever Patreon one-shot. We have just grabbed ourselves some food, drink, and other things. Thank you, Jaded. Guts, thank you very much for that fan art. I can't wait till you send it to us. That's going to be fun to see. So, where we left off here, the party has found themselves absconded into a strange temple/pyramid thing that they've been exploring for a bit here. Eventually getting to a room with a dais in it that, according to Dr. Leach, could very easily be used as a bloodletting table. And then with the inspection by Thacobane and Axel, there were some buttons found around the lip of this table. While they were investigating this, there was a brief pause in the ritual that Dr. Leach was making where he said, "Wait a minute, don't touch anything, let me finish my spell." So at that point in time, the DM went, I'm going to assist in that, and we went to break. So we're going to say that you guys can pick up either as Dr. Leach finishes his spell or as Dr. Leach says, "Wait a minute." Which one would you like to do?
I feel like we wouldn't have accomplished much without the comprehend language going on. So Phase would just be waiting.
All right.
Yeah, throw it, Axel.
Okay. So time passes. Dr. Leach, your comprehend languages spell triggers. The ritual has finished. The hieroglyphs and embossings start to take on shape around you. And this table is covered in what appears to be incantations. But the incantations are not written in a form that you or any of the rest of your group are familiar with. It's a completely different, for those of you who understand, syntax than what classic magic would take. But they are
Syntax error 404.
right. Forgot semicolon, and it is recognizable that there's some sort of incantation. Give me an Arcana, Dr. Leach.
All right. Hey, I got plus 10 at this.
Eh,
That's a crit.
Dear God.
30.
30.
You know everything.
I'm like, this kind of magic is right up my street.
It
You
is
know
too. All right, and as you start to look at this and try to, yeah,
I'm just like, sacrifice table. Obviously, I'm well versed in this.
and it is indeed a sacrifice table. However, it is not a sacrificial table in the context that you are familiar with. It is a completely different type of sacrificial table, in that rather than bloodletting, something else is extracted from those who are put on this table. The word that is used is a little bit strange, but you take some time to try and figure it out, and you keep coming across an analogy of energy. Some sort of internal energy is siphoned from those who are on this table.
Well, that sounds bad.
I have a guess.
Does it steal time? Who knows?
No, time's
That
still
would
at the
just be
door.
age, so
Magic energy.
Magic. Well, we all have that in abundance. The question is, where does it go?
I say we put his cat on table.
No, you go big or you go home. I get on the table.
You get on the table?
I get on the table. All right, let's do this.
Push the button! Push the button!
Thaco Bane's just there.
Hey, wait! I pull up my book. I write my own name in the book just to be sure, and then I slap it. It's like, okay, now you're free to go.
It's freaking Death Note here. So yes, Dr. Leach, you climb on the table, and as you lay down on this table, the way that it's concaved, it really does kind of cradle your body. And the rest of you notice that his legs and his arms fit very well in between each of these pairings of holes. This is indeed laid out for some sort of humanoid creature to be to be placed on the table.
I don't recommend doing this. There was the other way we could go. We don't have to be sacrificing
Push
limbs.
the button.
I just love the silence.
I knew you couldn't resist.
So Thacobane, you go to press buttons. Which buttons do you press? Remember, there are 3 on the left and right side, 1 at the head and foot of the table.
Dr. Casper's about to be losing more than just face skin.
The one at the head of the table.
I'm like, what do I got to lose?
More skin.
All right, similar to what happened with Axel, you press the button at the head of the table. There is the sound of something moving within the table, but nothing happens.
Damn it! Push other button.
Oh.
Are either of you, Axel or FaZe, doing anything?
When they're pressing a button, I guess I'll be paying attention to the table itself, trying to see if something is physically moving around it.
Okay.
Or if it's all internal.
Okay. Axel?
I'm gonna hover above Dr. Leach with my hand held out just in case I need to pull them off quickly.
Okay.
Phrasing.
Right?
I said what I said.
All right. So you're going to go around the table pressing all of the buttons?
Yep.
Every time you press a button, you can hear something moving, but you don't see anything happening with the table. Now, mind you, you're going around and going, push this button, and you hear the moving, but you don't see anything.
Is the sound coming from the table or just
Yes,
the room?
it's coming from within the table.
Before we get to the last one, can I interject my mage hand in front of it so we can't really hit it?
Yes. So you go to press the last button, and it's like dink, dink, dink.
Fireball.
Nuke the table.
Dr. Leach rolled dexterity at disadvantage.
Oh no! We're serious here? Oh boy. 19.
I'm kidding.
Should I
I'm kidding.
What is that, Gobain? Kidding.
This is true. So yeah,
Well, this seems like a.
you've made your way around the table, and nothing seems to have happened when you press a button.
I'm like, is it working? I don't feel anything. Is this a bust?
No, it's a table.
I guess I walked into that.
Yes, you did.
You're not walking.
Didn't you say that there was a slot for 4 arms, 4 legs, 2 heads?
There were pairings of holes on here. On each leg, there are 4 pairings. Oh, there's the fireball. Let's see if this hits.
Hey!
Hey! Fireball!
I'm sorry, Loxy, that was a 1.
Dang.
You can demand a reroll, but I did what I was supposed to. No, when you take a look at it, there's with Dr. Leach there's a pair by his calves, a pair by his thighs, 2 pair for his abdomen and chest, a pair for his forearm, a pair for his upper arm, and 1 that goes on either side of his head.
Dr. Leach, I think you have to eat these pears.
PAIR, not PEAR. I have the ability to boot you from Discord, you jerk.
Well, if it won't accept me, maybe you have to cast a spell into it.
Fireball!
Here, I'm going to put your hand onto one of the holes, and then you're just like, okay, now try your fireball. Oh dear.
At this point in time, Axel, as you're watching between the table and the doorway, that time elemental all of a sudden goes zoop, and disappears.
No. Time after time, I guess it just ran away.
You were watching time and it got away from you.
This doesn't appear to be doing anything. I suggest that we ignore it. Maybe it's a table that can do some miraculous things, but it just decides that it doesn't want to.
Maybe it just got bored.
Hey, Dr. Leach.
Like I'm getting standing on this table.
Hey, Dr. Leach. roll me another intelligence.
Can you get off the table?
Straight intelligence.
Add proficiency.
Okay. 25.
What if you press more than 1 button at a time?
Ooh.
Hey, you know what you said earlier about pressing all of them? Do that. I lie back down.
Push all the buttons.
So
We're determined to get this thing to work.
Are you guys going to assist now in pressing more buttons?
I will press the opposing button. The
I
Warforged
won't because I'm
will
not sure
sense
what
your
this is
fate.
going to do.
All right. So, FaZe, which buttons are you pressing?
We should start with the legs.
Okay.
Yeah, you don't need those as much.
You're mage, you need both hands.
All
You
right.
fly with one leg, you'll be fine.
So, Thakos Bane, are you going to be on the same side of him or the opposite side of him?
Ooh. Opposite side.
All
Yeah,
right.
do the head. Do the head.
So you both, standing at the head and the foot of the table, press a button, and you hear an even louder cacophony of things moving inside this table. And from your vantage point, Axel, you see in the in those holes in the table, you see that they become flush. Something is starting to rise up out of the inside of this table.
About to get Iron Maiden on the table.
Yeah, I'm
Yep.
going to just say,
Possibly.
all right,
Possibly.
get off. And I'm going to try and grab Leech off the table.
Okay, are you going to allow him to pull you off the table, Dr. Leach?
I don't know. I'm kind of curious now. It'd be kind of great to just die. Boy.
We could always try pressing more buttons at the same time.
I guess. Yeah. Let's pull.
If he's not getting off,
I'm gonna roll. I'm gonna roll a will save. We'll see what happens.
Okay.
I rolled a 2. I'm staying on this table.
All right,
Oh,
so I
great.
need you to
My
roll.
God,
I need you to roll an opposed grapple to Axel. Both of you roll in athletics.
While this is happening, I'm gonna go press another button.
Okay, which one?
Do the other foot this time.
Okay, are you going to rotate around the table with him, Thaco? Okay. So what did you get on your athletics, Leech?
Athletics. 13.
And Axel?
9.
You attempt to pull Dr. Leach off of this table, and he goes, I don't wanna, and kind of pulls you down toward the table a little bit, resisting you. Simultaneously,
Like we're running an experiment here.
Thaco Bane and FaZe both press the buttons down by the ankles of Dr. Leach, and there is a slightly different sound as the table makes this whirring noise, and coming up from the 2 holes by the thighs of Dr. Leach, 4 prongs lift up about an inch over his leg, and you watch as this energy streaks across like Jacob's ladder and covers his leg. Dr. Leach, you find that you cannot move your leg. It has gone completely numb.
Hey, getting results now.
Let's press the button in reverse.
Good news. I can't feel any pain in my legs.
We still have a leg.
It's both of his legs. Both thighs
Yeah.
are covered by this, and he's numb from knee to hip.
I don't see a downside here yet.
Let's turn these off.
So as they're just pushing buttons, I'm gonna magnify gravity right behind both of the middlemen.
Okay.
So it's a DC 17 con save.
From both Thaco Bane and FaZe.
Okay. 9.
Twiz, I need a con save.
Oh, I got a +8 to this. 19.
All right, so FaZe gets fully engulfed in your spell.
So it's 15 on a fail and half that on a save. If you fail, your movement speed is reduced by 10 feet, and I'm pushing you 5 feet away from the table.
So FaZe, you
Word
find
for
yourself
word.
shunted away from the table, and it hurts. Thaco Bane, you feel gravity get heavy for a moment. It's annoying, but nothing else happens.
I mean, words would have functioned.
I already said don't push the buttons and to get off.
Fair enough. Push the buttons in reverse to maybe do it the other way and turn it off.
Well, as you take a look now, the two buttons that are that you guys just pressed are remaining depressed.
There's only one way to go except forwards.
Can I, if I attempt to move my legs up at all, do I feel resistance, like I'm being held in?
You feel some resistance, yes. The part about this that is goofy is that you are numb from knee to hip. So it makes it awkward trying to move as half your leg doesn't feel like it wants to respond to you. But you don't you're not sure if it's because of that or if it's because of this energy that's going across your thighs.
Let's push the rest of the buttons.
I mean, Axel, the only thing we can do, because we can't pull them out anymore, and the buttons refuse to come out.
Yeah, no thanks to you guys.
No, it's
He wanted buttons!
Leech did ask for us.
The man has no skin. You trust his judgment.
Hey, hey, that's a great point.
Me or Thacobane don't have any skin either.
Nope. Balls of steel.
We're
We're no skin bros.
all right.
There's another whirring sound. There's another whirring sound that comes from the table, and you watch as the energy flickers a little bit, stops, and the prongs start to retract into the table. Your legs still feel numb, though.
Are his legs attached?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
Damn it. We have to push buttons again.
Leech, can you fly?
Well, the boots are attached to my feet, so I don't know. Oh dear.
Do me
I do.
do me a favor, Dr. Leach, and I'm going to need you to hop
Yep.
into Discord. I'm going to send you
Okay.
a private message.
Okay, I'm already in Discord.
Okay, so I'm going to send you a message here. What would you guys like
I'm,
to do?
I'm still like, yeah.
I want to
I'm
push
gonna
the rest of the buttons.
I'm gonna feel how this went, and maybe we do need to push the rest of these. Who knows?
Not with us on it. How about that?
Did anything noticeable happen to the rest of the room while this happened, or
Nothing.
No, I got schmucked.
I think we should leave the room. By the way, is my vision still a little screwy?
For the moment, yes.
Okay. Just curious because we had that short rest earlier.
Yep.
I just have permanent death perception problems. Gonna need glasses after this.
I mean, Dr. Leach already gave me a prescription for him, so.
Dr. Leach, do you have a miracle solve to give my eyes?
So,
what do you want to do, Doctor? You are the medically trained one here.
I feel a little weird.
Doctor.
there is a bit of an iron taste in your mouth.
Yes. That may be all I am right now. Don't know how long that lasted. Interesting. I'm going to attempt to conjure my familiar.
Guts type exclamation roll D20 for me, please. And
Oh.
Dr. Leach, there you go. You got a 9 on your next roll.
9. Okay.
That's a wonderful roll to have. You do manage to get your familiar out, but it felt kind of difficult doing so.
Hmm.
And actually, you have a 13
Well-
on your next roll.
Well, I think I know what this table does. I think it's literally stealing magic.
I was right.
Yes, I'm a little more resilient to those things because I get my magic from a different source, but I suspect this will be very bad for any of you.
Okay, lay back down. Push fine.
You just see my hands just like imagine wringing Sako's neck.
Well, I think we know what it does now. Now we just need to know where it went. We gave it some magic. I wonder where it went.
Then let's leave.
Curiosity satisfied. Off we go.
We're not locked in by a elemental anymore.
I need
Hey,
Dr. Leach.
Hey, I wonder if this thing is making the elementals. Hey, who knows? Sorry, what?
As you go to push yourself off the table, please roll me a dexterity.
Oh boy, here we go. Oh, it's a 9, by the way. Since the auto roll's a 9, so 9 plus 4,
13.
13.
I was hovering over him,
Oh.
though. Does that help?
Yep. What I'm looking at here is him pushing himself up so he can turn himself over like you would getting up from laying on your bed. And as you do that and you swing your legs over, it is one of the most insane feelings as your legs come over and you can't stop them and they just go like a pendulum for a moment.
It's like, well, I can't walk, but on the plus side, I'm going to use the flying boots, and they'll just kind of hoist me upside down, so I'm kind of suspended upside down from my limp legs in the air, like, okay, here we go.
Theoretically, you're going to need to lay down and sit up so that way your blood just doesn't rush to your face.
What if we try to put like mage hand or something on the table and push the buttons and see if it takes the power out of the spell?
Well,
Now
I get
you
the
want to
feel-
do that?
Well, now that I've had the moment to experience it, I think if you did that, you may lose the spell forever.
What are we going to gain by sacrificing more magic?
I don't. That's what I'm wondering. Where? Because I mean, there's got to be an exchange here. Nobody would do this if it's not going to power something else. I wonder what it's powering is my question. Because hey, who knows? If it turns out to be something good, then hey, we might want to run back here.
Can I check the floor, see if there's any sort of grooves in the floorboards or
In
anything?
your previous investigation, the only thing you found in or around this dais was those buttons.
If
And
it's
that was a
something good,
20,
it's not
what,
gonna cost.
25 you rolled?
Something like that, yeah.
28.
Yep, you did not. That is the only thing you found in this room.
I'm going to start walking towards the other hallway.
Okay, so you start heading out of the room.
Yeah.
I will dangle my way after you.
For your reference, you are going to stay that way for the next 10 minutes.
Oh, okay. So there's 10 minutes of me dangling precariously from my boots.
Yes.
They're tied really well.
Anybody got duct tape? So you two start heading out of the room. Are you, Thaco, and Axel going to be following?
Yes.
I feel like I'm talking to myself in the third person right now. This, folks, is what it's like to be a DM. You have two voices in your head. One is you, one is the NPC. There we go.
Sometimes it's more.
Right. So as you guys exit the room, there is only one place that you haven't visited, which is the other direction, the 60-foot hallway with different passageways heading left and right, gapped every 10 feet. That gives you 5 hallways heading left and right. 2 to the
so-
left, 3 to the right.
Oh, okay, no.
Let's split up.
I do not agree with this notion. Especially as there's only 4 of us. We'd still be leaving 1 left.
So I'm putting you at the first intersection, which is the T that you walked down at first. In front of you, you see a 60-foot long hallway, very well lit with torches in between every single passageway. You see 3 heading right, 2 heading left.
Maybe we can learn where the magic went if we take the first exit closest to that room, so 1 to the left. If it's down the hallway closest to this room.
You really like going left, huh?
To the left,
Unintentionally, but yes.
left, right.
All right. Well, it's worked so far, so sure.
All right. So FaZe, the unable to see depth perception person, is still leading the party.
Well, I could lead, but I'm upside down.
And we have Axel, who's possibly the best to have up front.
As you head down the hallway and take a turn to the left, you notice that it goes down about 15 feet, and for the first time you see something other than a wooden door. You see a metal door.
Oh,
Ooh,
what's the light all weird?
knock, knock.
As you walk up to it and go tink, tink, there doesn't appear to be a sound at first. And then you hear what sounds like something heavy landing on the floor, approaching the door.
Pull Thaco Bane back. Back up through the hallway.
And it's discernible. Everybody can hear it. There is no need for a perception check. Whatever this is, it is either large or heavy or both. And then from the metal door, you watch as a slit opens up as light pours out from behind the door, and you see this black shape. Who goes?
Thaco Bane.
I do not know you.
Oh, well, I am Thaco Bane. You are?
I do not know you.
You do. I just introduced myself.
You are not recognized.
Is this entity humanoid?
You can't tell. It's a black shape, a silhouette, because of the lighting behind it.
Poking in the eye.
Think old noir movies where they stand in front of the headlights, so all you can see is the silhouette.
I'm gonna dancing lights just in front of him so we can see.
As you do that, you notice that in front of you or inside this slit looks like a metallic face and goggles.
We're only here to try to find an exit. We were brought here against our will and donated some to your cause.
You are not recognized.
Alright, I don't think this thing knows any of us.
I say we poke it in the eyes.
I mean... if we poke a bear, it's gonna break through the door.
Listen, I'd open the door. He tends to use fireball a lot, and I don't think that would be agreeable to anyone in this hallway.
I don't think he can understand us apart from recognizing our faces.
Good, then we ignore him, and we open the door.
So you're going to attempt to open the door.
He pokes you in the eye.
You're going to attempt to open the door?
Yes,
As you grab the handle and go to open the door, you realize it is locked.
of course it is.
That makes sense.
Are the hinges on the inside?
Yes.
Okay.
You can
All
Important
the
note.
things see in the slit is just his crotch in it because he's upside down.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I'm
Well, no
glad
wonder why he's not recognized.
I'm glad somebody else had that visual in their head because I was sitting here going,
mhm.
"This is funny."
Hmm.
Thank you for bringing that to light.
After
Okay.
about 30 seconds, stink, and you hear the heavy footsteps going away from the door.
Kiwi says heat metal. Can we try to pry it by sliding it with our fingertips open?
Roll me a strength check.
It ain't worth a shot.
Bunch of wizards doing strength shit. This will be great.
I got a +1. Hey, that's a natural 20!
Hey,
You can open a slit.
this,
What a waste.
these doors are just as
You could have used it to open the
horrible as the
door.
other one.
So why, indeed, yes, you did manage to open the slit. You can see into this room. And as you look through, you notice that there are a half a dozen metal humanoid creatures. You can barely see off to the left because of the way this door is put together. You can barely see to your left that there is this large table with what looks like half of one of these humanoid metal creatures. There is a nat 20 on the table now.
Are they
Hey.
like active, or are they just kind of like...
They're the ones that are the half a dozen that you can see are moving about the room. There is one that looks rather thin, sitting about 10 feet away from the door, holding onto a pike, and it is looking directly at the door. You can see two others with pikes, or two other slender ones that are working or walking toward that table with half a body, and there are two very large, girthy-looking ones. One of their hands looks like a double-sided pickaxe, and a blade runs the entire length of it.
So they're all like mechanic.
They are all made
Humanoid.
of metal and gears.
Hey, they look like you two.
Would I
They
understand...
actually look more robotic than those two. Warforged actually have a mixture of metal and wood. These are all metal.
Would I understand if they have possible memory? Do they function with memory?
Go ahead and roll me an intelligence.
Okay. Just straight intelligence?
Yep.
Okay, that would be a 18.
18.
19, sorry.
It wouldn't be a far stretch because they are similar to how you guys are constructed. So it wouldn't be a stretch. Wheezy, good to see you.
It is... Do I see the one that possibly that said that they don't recognize us?
The one that's sitting 10 feet away from the door is looking directly at the door, mind you.
Right, okay. Can I cast Modify Memory on him?
Sure.
Okay. That would be a Wisdom saving throw.
And what do I have to beat?
16.
How about a 20?
Dang it. All right, well, I guess
Really good idea.
Yeah, well. That's all I got for 5th level.
That was a really good idea. I'm sorry it didn't work.
Nope, that is fine. Well, at least the slit's open. I'm just gonna back up. You guys have any plans? I tried something and it didn't seem to do anything. They're building people, I guess.
Are you sure you just didn't hit it 3 feet to the left?
Right, I modified a chair's memory. By accident.
Yeah.
The chair now thinks it's a sink.
I mean, what I could do is hit one of them to anger them and then run, but that's
Well, good job getting that slit open. I'm going to try something. Edgar, and I'm going to pop my hand thing on just on the other side of the slit. It's like, could you open that for us? Watch out for the guy with the spear. I get the feeling he's not going to like this.
So you put Edgar in the room and you ask Edgar to open the door.
Yes, I put him like he is like a climbing, so he's just kind of like I put him just directly on the other side of the slit, so he can just go right to a handle, hopefully.
And you do, and it does. Your little minion opens the door.
Hey!
The creature sitting in the chair with the pole axe, is looking at the door. You see the two creatures that are working on half a body continuing to move back and forth between a couple of different tables and back to the body, working on it. Looks like Faye's guess was right. It looks like they're building it. Mm-hmm. And the two girthy ones with the strange hand are just standing on the far side of the room. All of them have this glow that emanates from inside them that very similar to the energy that you saw on the table. That blue-white glow of energy emanating from inside them. And there is another door to your left, very large door to your left, that looks much like a vault door.
Oh, well, now you say vault, so we have to go investigate.
None of them are
the thing
responding.
with the spear sitting in a chair.
Yep, it's just sitting there staring at the door. None of them are responding.
Yes. Oh, don't get up on our account. We're just looking for the exit.
I'm fearful to enter this room.
I enter the room.
You are now standing inside the room.
Okay.
All right. Well,
all right. Seems okay.
Walk in behind Leech.
Nothing happens. You two are now standing in this room. That creature,
okay.
That creature sitting in the chair has not moved.
They seem to have one singular task.
I'm going to guess it's protect that door, and I point at the vault.
Well,
I'm gonna walk to the vault door.
As he's doing that, I'm just gonna grab Leech and say, "All right, let's check it out and dimension doors through the vault door."
Oh shit!
that escalated really quickly. Hopefully, they don't aggro on us.
You guys are stuck outside with them, so oh boy.
All right, let me check something out here.
Oh no!
This is going to be interesting.
So who's left on the other side of it? Thaco Bane and me?
You two can blend it.
Okay, I need you to roll a percentile.
Oh. Yeah, we're teleporting into a place we can't see. Hoo boy!
A place you cannot see and a place you do not know. So I need you to roll percentile, Axel.
It was just a brick wall on the other side of the vault door. No problem.
18?
All right.
You take part of Dr. Leech with you?
No, actually, it's not so much that. At an 18, the spell does not work. You are unable to get beyond that door as it is unrecognized and unfamiliar to you. And unfortunately, you are shunted back into the room, and both of you take 12 points of force damage having been shunted from a dimension door that failed.
To mention door to a place you don't know, roll a new character.
Yeah.
It can happen.
Well,
It used to be instant
what
death.
has
It's
that?
not anymore.
Was it really used to be instant? I don't know anything
Yep.
about the previous edition. So
Yep, in
that-
previous editions, if you failed your teleportation, you wound up inside the object and you're dead.
Or into a broom.
So yes,
Well,
you are
worth a
shunted
shot.
back into the room and you're like, okay, that didn't work. Ow!
Let's walk.
Well, now I'm mad.
Is there a lock on this door?
There is one of those giant wheels.
With the several spokes.
No spokes. It's just a giant wheel.
Oh, it's just a giant wheel.
Start turning wheel.
Are you going to grab the wheel and start turning it, Tacklebane?
Yes.
God.
I need initiative from everybody.
Yeah, there we go. Well,
Give
at
me
least I'll be
Gonna
able-
happen.
give me
What
half
do
a
you
second here.
Oh man.
I'll be right back. I forgot to do something. I'll be right back.
Oh, that's okay. Well, I'm probably going first again.
Well, I rolled a nat 20. So
Hey.
I got 21.
Wow.
32.
Jesus.
I
Yeah,
got 6.
Oxy, quick, wipe the character.
You quick, clear the board, clear the room of things. Save us.
Hey,
Just end the stream. We're alive, guys. Don't worry.
When your wife tries to steal your dice.
If you don't have a D20, you can't roll initiative. We just get all the turns we want.
That's right.
Yeah.
No
Time
cheating.
really is on our side.
I think we found out who Thaco's Bane's patron is.
Thacobane's patron is Loxy. All right. So,
would
Dr.
be
Leach, what was your niche?
6.
Oof.
I mean, that's still better than my 3 that I had earlier.
This is
True,
true.
true.
Thacobane, what was yours?
21.
That is much better. Phase.
32.
Good lord. And Axel.
I rolled low, so it's only a 22.
Only a 22.
I rolled low, so it's a 22.
On my D8, I rolled a 3, so.
Sad phase. All right, now I got to roll a couple initiatives here. This is going to be fun.
Oh man.
Were we going to gain anything from doing this room, anyways? Like,
Well, you're about to find out whether you're going to gain death or information.
I suppose information would probably be good. Man, if we
Doc-
had a lot of fun, remember?
For Dr. Leach, it's a win-win.
Oh, those weren't too bad. That would be that.
Doug, don't vote for death. Don't do it.
All right, so unsurprisingly, FaZe, you start this off.
I don't want to be here. This is a terrible.
As Thacobane grabs the wheel and starts to spin it, the two really big machine creatures, both the energy inside them flares up, and they start to move toward the door. The three thinner creatures all stop what they're doing and grab weapons that are right there by them and turn, looking at Thacobane.
Okay, they're looking at Thacobane. We can leave. We can leave.
The two girthy ones have already started to move toward him.
Great, thanks, guys.
So,
Okay.
FaZe, what would you like to do?
Would I have a fair understanding that these creatures are kind of like resilient towards psychedelic attacks?
Nobody is resilient towards psychedelic stuff.
Okay. Well,
But psychic attacks, maybe.
oh, I'm an idiot. I don't know the difference.
Psychedelic is Grateful Dead. Psychic is telepathy.
Oh,
You're not 100% sure if they're going to be or not.
okay. Well, it's worth a shot. I'm gonna try to cast on one of the big guys.
Yep.
Phantasmal Force.
Okay, and that requires?
A intelligence saving throw. DC 16.
And it does not appear that anything has happened.
Okay. Well, I'm going to start walking out the room.
All right. Axel.
I'm going to reach into my bag of holding and pull out an oil of slipperiness.
Okay.
And between us and these walking toasters, I'm just going to spread it out on the ground so it's
Take
just
offense
a
for that.
big grease spell for 8 hours.
How much area does that cover?
10-foot square.
Okay, thank you. And the DC?
It doesn't say one. I'm just going to think
We'll
it's
just go
mine.
we'll go with 15 just to be standard. So we'll say it's a DC 15 deck save or they slip and fall.
Oh,
Anything else you want to do?
Yeah, I'm going to firebolt the grease.
Perfect. So now there is a 10-foot square greasy fire infernal conflagration thing going on in this room. Thakos Bane, what would you like to do?
How far? Get out of sight. Oh, hey, I could try that, but I'm not going to. How far away are each of them from each other?
The room itself is not very large. It is about 20 foot by 30 foot rectangular. So,
a fireball's gonna hit the whole room.
yeah, if you cast Fireball, it's going to catch everything, including the people like you, in it.
It's like, weigh those cons.
The
There
nearest,
your head. I bought a time. Open the door.
the nearest one to you is 10 feet away.
We are the most suicidal party ever.
Dumbest thing we've done. We've gone to a torture chamber and then also tried to open a vault in front of the guards.
See? They didn't even need guards. We'll just torture ourselves.
This is the worst.
So the closest one's 10 feet away from me.
Yep.
Patron approval.
I'm not gonna do fireball, but I am gonna do vitriolic sphere.
Ooh,
What is that?
that is an acid spell.
Yep.
Something else that makes things psychedelic.
Yeah, range is 150 feet. Area is a 20-foot radius.
Okay.
Get on another wall.
I'm gonna try to get it to where it won't hit us, but it'll only hit them.
We'll say you can catch 3 of them.
Okay, and then the save DC is going to be Dex 16.
None of them make it.
And this is going to be 12d4.
Oh,
Yeah, it's a nice spell.
for the 12d4 than like 6d6.
I prefer a watery sphere.
So 46 acid damage to all of them.
Nice.
And then seeing that they failed, they will each take another 5d4 acid damage at the end of their next turn.
Very nice. You watch as on all of these, some of the metal starts to etch and corrode. Some of the gears are already starting to look like they're bending, and there is a magic burst on the table now.
Oh
I
boy.
believe Repan did one earlier too, before we started this.
Let me scroll back a little bit here.
If that were the case, then I would probably have triggered it.
Uh, no, Reppin does not have one that I can see. Yeah, I don't see one. So there is the. Oh wait, no, it doesn't show up on that one, so I have to do it this way. Maybe I. Oh, yep, there is. So there's a magic burst on your spell, Thakos Bane. Thank you for pointing that out, Axel.
Oh, good.
So
No, this could be good. This could be positive.
This could be amazingly amazing.
Stop grabbing your sunburn. That's not going to help.
So bad.
It's really bad. It's really bad.
All right, so I'm going to retract, or I'm going to we're going to go back just a little bit on this. As you cast your vitriolic sphere, the moment you finish the incantation, all of a sudden your hand, the center of the palm of your hand, grows lips, teeth, and a tongue. A mouth appears, and it disgorges that vitriolic sphere forward.
So he's Datara.
Yeah, more or less.
Oh, that's disgusting.
And it is now violently laughing at you.
I am Vampire Hunter D now.
More or less, but this thing
And
is
you're like a. And you're a robot, so you now have like a living mouth.
yes, yes. So that being the thing, one of the large ones that got hit by a vitriolic sphere steps forward to you, and that strange arm with the blade on it lifts up in the air and comes down. It looks almost like a guillotine is coming down on you.
Oof.
And oh, that's going to be fun.
It's probably going to hit because my AC is only 15.
Oh yeah, it definitely hits you then. And as the blade swings through your body, it tears through you just fine, dealing, oh god, I rolled well on that one, 16 points of slashing damage. And as the arm resets, it grabs its own wrist and just drops a double hammer fist on you.
Again,
And that's an even higher. That's an even higher roll. That's a 20 something.
Thaco Bane's the only one that has the aggro, as far as we can tell.
Oh my goodness! All right, you need to thank the dice gods, Thaco Bane. Damage for this attack is 2d12. I rolled a 1 and a 2.
Yay!
You take 8 points of bludgeoning damage.
+5 modifier.
Yay!
Two of the slender ones step forward as well, and let's see, are they going to be intelligent enough to know this? No, they are not. They go after Thaco Bane.
Yay! Great! Awesome!
So toast.
Both of them attack you with their halberds, which unfortunately have reach. And they roll a 16 and 17 respectively. You take 14 plus 4 is 18 points of piercing damage.
Howie.
Dr. Leech,
Yeah.
it is
Are
your
we
turn.
at the? Yeah. Are we at the time? Like time wise, am I still suspended upside down?
Yes, you are.
Okay. I'm like, now we got the battle. I'm upside down. So I'm going to, I guess, charge upside down from the ceiling to get on the other side of of the one attacking Taco Bane.
Okay.
And as I descend on it upside down, I'm gonna pull out. I'm gonna pull out
We're going to give
a bone
you
saw.
we're going to give you a -2 to your attack just because of the awkward angle.
Okay. Worth it. Do I get flanking?
You do get flanking.
All right. And then, so I'm gonna come down with booming blade over the top. Here we go. And I crit.
Dang.
Hoorah. Yeah.
There is another nat 20 on the table.
Well, I didn't have to use it even. Goodness. Does the booming blade set off a magic surge?
Yes, it does. I will be rolling
Yeah.
that. So you
Okay,
go
we'll
ahead
get
and
to
roll
that.
roll your damage.
At least one person has the strong sword.
Okay. So it deals 30 damage, and I'm going to again use my cleric ability. Let's see. Touch of Death to make that 53 damage.
Okay, you do
Nice.
53 damage to it, and as your blade strikes down, booming blade is a lasting effect, correct?
It is.
That's what I thought. So as you do this, and that energy of your booming blade starts to encircle this creature, there is this burst of energy from it, and all of the moss that is on the walls in this room bursts into flame.
Oh.
We're cooking with fire now.
Yes,
And,
you are.
As a bonus action, I'm going to cast Spiritual Weapon, and a flaming black skull will appear next to this thing and scream at it. So it's going to make an attack.
And then for you guys, FYI, spiritual weapon does not count as a flanking tool.
Okay.
Yep.
Good to know.
Can it benefit from flanking?
Yes, it can benefit from
different
flanking, but it cannot give flanking.
All right. Well, that will help it. And let me just pull up what the damage is on this. Okay, damage is going to be just a D8. But
Yep, plus your mod.
okay. Does a 24 hit?
24 definitely hits.
Okay, it's for 6 damage.
Beautiful.
Pip. And that's my turn.
Alrighty, and as that happens, the other large creature starts to move, and one of the other slender ones stops working at the table, turns around, and grabs a weapon. FaZe, it is your turn.
Oh, jeez. Okay. Don't know if this is a smart idea.
You are, because you were leaving the room, we will say you are at the doorway just outside.
Okay. No, this will be a better idea. I'm gonna clasp down my hand onto the center of the staff. The clock is gonna start rapidly spinning, and I'm casting haste on Dr. Leech.
Hey.
There we go.
And I'm going to flee the room further.
Okay. you are now at the hallway proper.
Great.
Axel.
You said a fireball would hit the entire room, right?
Yes, it would not touch the. Yeah, it would hit the majority of the room. It would not touch a 10-foot space on the far left or far right. So, if you were from where you guys are, you could omit you and Thacobane, but you would hit Dr. Leech.
Do it.
I was thinking fireball, but space.
Okay.
I'm just gonna say, just leave it. Let's get out of here. See if they reset. Try again, and fly out the door.
Okay, so you're going to disengage?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Please do remember to say that. I will not always give you the benefit of the doubt. So you take off out of the room. We'll say you are just outside the room yourself. That brings us to Thacobane. You are more or less surrounded by these automatons.
Great! Well, first of all, they take acid damage. As soon as a stupid thing finishes rolling and figuring out. Okay. So they take another 27 points of acid damage, the ones that I hit previously.
All right. You watch as the two slender ones turn into slag.
Sweet! So there's just the one big bastard in front of me then, huh?
There's one big guy in front of you. There is another big guy that's starting to move, and another slender one that's grabbing a halberd.
What kind of condition is the big one next to me in?
He's looking a bit rough.
I am going to cast invisibility on myself.
Okay. Congratulations, Dr. Leach. You are the only one in this room now.
You're hasted at 2 to your AC, though.
All right, so you cast invisibility. Are you going to do anything else?
I'm going to crank on this door some more while I'm invisible.
I'm getting this door open. I don't care.
All right, roll me a strength, please.
Oh, none of us are strong.
We are not. I have a 0 bonus to my strength. I'm going to use that.
Hey, there's a... Yeah, I was going to say, there you go.
All right, so you use your nat 20. And as you tug on this, you realize that, oh goodness, this is not made for a weakling. These robots are probably the things that open this door. You crank on it, get some leverage, and it starts to spin. You get 3 revolutions on this wheel, and it still isn't unlocked as you watch 2 arms start going ting 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 ting.
Oh, jeez.
And that brings us to the other creatures. The one
Break
that
out.
the one that looks really, really tore up. You watch as on the center of it, what looked like an ornate chest piece opens up, and there is this green, viscous liquid dripping inside it, and you hear a whirring sound. And from behind it, Dr. Leach, you hear this whirring sound, and you're like, what's going on? And all of a sudden, in front of it, everything is sprayed down with acid. I need a dexterity saving throw, Bane.
Ooh.
Great.
This Taco Bane's no good, very bad day.
19. Fantastic. As you go to try and not get hit by this, there is a second sound simultaneously as you hear, and anybody who's been around for this will understand it, the sound of a pilot light igniting. And the acid turns out instead to actually be alchemist's fire as it ignites all around you.
My God, we're not in that room. What's going on in there?
Oh God.
Seems pretty lit in there.
Get out.
Well, I'm about to. I'm about to be dead.
You take half this damage. You take half of 33 damage, which is 16.
Hoopta.
And fortunately, you are not caught on fire.
Well, I have 10 hit points left.
Jesus.
At least you're still invisible. Hopefully.
Jurgle be praised.
Dr. Leach, it's your turn.
Well. I guess I'm just in here finding this thing by myself. Let's see. Like, okay, let's kick this up a notch. I'm going to cast Spiritual Guardians at level 4.
Okay. I love that spell.
Such a good
Yeah, let's kick this up a notch. Let's see. Here, I'm trying
Yes,
to.
yes, Reppin, this is
Spell.
Thaco Bane's Bane.
I'm going to exclude the party as well as their familiars because I
Okay.
do not know if they are in range, but I will assume they are not. But still,
Better
okay.
safe than
So I
sorry.
guess everything. Let's see. I'm trying to remember if you here. Let's see. I'm just looking at when this damage takes place. If it's on their turn or
Their
my
turn.
turn.
Their
Their turn.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah. Again, I've already got like one floating skull, and then like with this, there's just kind of a explosive blast of dark energy from me. As now, like there's again just swirling skeletal heads in the area, and I will use the hasted action to make another booming blade attack on this guy.
Okay, don't forget to roll for your spiritual weapon too.
Yes, good point. All right. I no longer have advantage though because I'm not flanking. So, all right, first attack. Does a 20 hit?
Yes, it does.
All right.
You
For-
also find that this attack almost didn't.
Okay, so that I hit with the. Okay, so that's an 18 damage, and again I'll add another 23 on that, making it a 41.
Jeez. How many of those can you do?
2. So that's it.
He's done.
Oh,
And then
come
the
back to short rest.
and then the oh boy, I'm gonna guess this misses 15.
Yeah, that misses.
Okay, the skull screams, but no effect,
Correct.
and that is my turn.
The only thing I don't know is does Spiritual Guardian happen at the beginning or end of the turn?
I will look it up.
Thank you. Because that will determine what happens next here.
I'm pretty sure it's the beginning, but it's been a while since I've used.
And I never pay attention to it because it gets used so often. It's like, okay, the DM has to remember, but they never use it on me, so I don't have to worry.
Okay, yeah. So it's when they start their turn there. So it's the beginning of
Perfect.
their turn.
So I need
So
to
it's-
roll a saving throw.
Yep.
That is
And
a
then-
1.
Hey.
Is there a no nat 1 on the table?
I do not have a no nat 1 to use.
And they should all be getting hit by this. So.
Well,
And that's good.
it'll be on their turn, but yes, everybody will be hit with it.
Okay. So
Suck it
40,
as well.
48 necrotic for 12 damage this time.
Okay.
Necrotic, you're naturally evil?
And this creature, the other,
I think it's more fitting.
right, the other large creature, or the other large robotic thing, steps forward, and seeing as you are the only visible threat in this room, it attacks. It attacks you.
Mm.
It wasn't just mad at Thaco Bane.
Yay!
It swings its bladed weapon twice. The first one is definitely going to hit.
Well,
with
how,
a
how
20
definite is definite? Because I got some
25.
things. 25. I use shield. My AC is now 27.
Okay.
You have a 22 AC?
Well, with haste, yes.
With haste.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
the
I'm
other
a tank.
The other one missed by 1. So both of its swings just the first one glances off your magical shield. The other one, with your hasted ability, you just kind of go, nope.
And I'm upside down dangling, so it's just all over the place. They are not used to fighting this sort of enemy.
Nope. I need you to roll damage for your spiritual guardians again.
Okay.
Why is the light balance
15.
all off? What the heck?
15, thank you. And this one attempts to attack you, and I have to beat a 27.
Yep.
It rolls a 22.
Hey.
So it misses as well. Faze, you see Axel exiting the room heading toward you. You are standing in the crossroads of this corridor.
I don't want to get over there because I'm afraid that the moment I do, they're just gonna turn tail towards me. But is that how close do I have to get till I can see at least like one of them?
You would have to get to the doorway,
Okay. Well,
which is only 15 feet away.
oh, okay. Then yeah, I'll walk towards the doorway. And I'll take out another little copper coin. Is there two in a line by chance?
We'll say yes.
Okay, I'm gonna shoot it down that line for catapult at first level, so dexterity saving throw on the first one of 16.
Both of them rolled a 4.
Okay, well it only affects the first one because
Okay.
it stops after hitting the first one.
Okay, it rolled a 4.
Okay, so then it takes 3d8 bludgeoning damage. It takes 17 points of bludgeoning damage.
Good grief.
Yeah,
I knew I
6,
I love Catapult. There's one game I'm playing right now. I bought a bag of useless junk. And the DM looked at me like, "Why do you want that?" Never you mind.
That's why I have 480 copper coins. I will have infinite ammo for catapult.
Anything else out of you?
I will spend my other 15 feet to walk back down the hallway.
All right.
I will
Pot
take
shot.
pot
Tink,
shots
tink,
and leave.
tink, tink. Axel, you are standing just outside the doorway.
Can I make an educated guess, see if these things weigh more than 200 pounds?
Oh, yes. You are fairly certain that the large ones do. The small ones, you're not 100% sure.
And I see the alchemical fire on the ground in front of the vault.
It's on the walls. It's not on the ground. But yes, you do see Alchemist's Fire.
Just gonna look back at Faze and say, well, I hope he can make this, and gravity sinkhole in the middle of the room.
Okay, and how big is that?
20-foot radius.
Okay. What is the save?
Constitution 17.
I need a con save, Dr. Leach.
All right.
If only it was dex.
Oh, that's a bad
Wait.
roll. That's a natural
Isn't he
4.
floating in the air too?
I am.
He is flying. Will that affect it?
Roll at advantage.
I'm putting it in the air, so...
Roll at advantage.
Okay. That's better. A 28.
Okay. You
That's a lot better.
That's a lot better, yeah.
That's all right.
A
You
natural
managed,
19.
you
Natural
managed to
19
make
there.
your save. One of the robotic things makes their save. So what happens with this?
Dagobane, do you have Bane? The spell Bane?
So anyone that failed it takes the full 17 points of damage and is pulled towards the middle of the sinkhole, which is 20 feet in the air.
Okay.
Not learned, no. Well, not prepared.
And and then they fall back down.
All right. So he takes 20 points of damage.
Does the big guy move?
The big guy does not. He is, because of the weight limit.
Hmm.
Well, that was for a different thing.
Oh, okay. Then I will roll for him. He does move.
And
And he
then I'm
also-
going to increase the falling damage that he takes by 2d10.
Okay.
Oh!
And he takes an additional 13 damage from my booming blade
Because he moved.
because he's forced to move.
I gotta double check something on Booming Blade.
I believe booming is only on voluntary movement.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
if
that's
if
what
that's
I'm
the case,
double-checking.
then here, let me check it.
Probably is. It is a cantrip.
Oh, it's not in this book anyhow.
Oh, is that the collector's edition of the player's handbook?
Yes, it is.
Oh, it looks beautiful.
I have the.
It is the target's willing movement, so it
Okay.
doesn't count. When he gets up, though,
Fair enough. Oh, that's beautiful.
I was blessed with somebody being kind enough to buy that for me.
Oh.
So that how much damage did you do with the 2d10 extra?
Eight.
So that's 28 damage. Ouch. That was a nice one. All right.
Mhm.
Anything else out of you, Axel?
And he's how far away from me now?
He will be 15 feet at most.
Make another con save. Frostbite.
That would be which one? The big guy?
Yes.
Okay, that
If
would be
he's still up.
that would be a 17.
Is frostbite not an action?
For casting,
Cantrip.
you probably didn't see it in Discord for casting because of the fact that you guys are all casters. I gave you guys a slight bonus. You can cast a leveled spell and a cantrip, but that will be action and bonus action.
Oh, I didn't know. I should.
Oh, okay.
Fuck! I should have paid
I
attention to
should have
that.
been
Oh my
totally
god!
in that.
I could have done so many things.
Same.
It was in Discord.
push
I made
more
sure to tell
button?
you guys.
No, you're right. No, I didn't notice. I didn't see it. So, man, a lot of Eldritch Blasts would have been shot around, huh?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, especially seeing my Eldritch Blast is just my fucking boon, so it's at will. Just
So
You said he rolled a 17.
yeah.
Right,
Jesus.
so I rolled 9, so he just takes half of that then.
Okay. So he is a hurting unit, but he is still standing.
I'm sorry, no, it doesn't take any damage. Never mind.
Okay, fine. He is still a hurting unit. Bane, what would you like to do? As now
Well-
there is alchemist fire all over the walls.
Yeah, I'm moving away from walls and headed towards the door. You said it's
Okay.
15 feet away?
It's 30 feet away.
30 feet away?
It
Yeah.
was 15 in the hallway.
Alright, I will move. Yeah, I will do my full movement 30 feet, avoiding these things while invisible.
Okay. So you are disengaging.
Kinda.
Well, if you don't, then I get an attack of opportunity.
Oh, but I'm invisible. Can
I still get an attack of opportunity.
It'll just be a disadvantage, probably.
Correct.
Maybe.
It'll be at disadvantage.
Do you take that risk?
Fuck! Damn it!
You
I want to risk the biscuit.
gamble, gamble, gamble.
I'm gonna gamble. I'm gonna. Yeah, I'm probably gonna die, but
Does a 19 hit?
yeah.
Oh no.
I'm sorry. But you have what, 16 HP left?
10.
10. All right, let's see. I got to roll 2d8.
Oh, there's no way.
I'm
We got a
dead.
+5 modifier.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
I can't see you, so I can't increase your movement speed to dodge it.
Well,
Is that a 1 and
Oh
a 2?
dear.
well, Dr. Leach, grab your pen and paper.
Oh, no! Back of vein down.
He's not dead yet.
He's not dead yet, but he did take 15 points of damage.
Oh, man, if he had 16, he would have lived. Should have just said yes.
All right, Thacobane is down. And
Can I make my save now, or
no, next turn.
Alright.
You are back, or you are back invisible.
Yeah, you
Yep.
are definitely visible now. And with you being down, there is nobody by the door. Nothing is happening. All of a sudden, all of the machines go and go back to what they were doing.
Step back.
They don't care that I'm like they're like taking necrotic damage. I just-
Or that they're just lying on the ground.
Oh dear.
That does remind me. I need damage from Spirit Guardians.
20. Whoa, that was a good roll. 23.
Woofda.
Oh, you only need it once.
I only need it once because all three of them are going to get hit by it as all three just stop and start heading back to their previous locations. Spirit Guardians goes through and tears through these creatures, and you watch as one of the big ones drops to the ground and the last slender one drops to the ground. The last big one continues walking, gets to the wall, turns around, and powers down.
Which one had the booming blade?
Booming Blade is the one that's dead. It got hit by Booming Blade and Spirit Guardians both. It had 5 hit points left.
Let's drag Thacobane out of the room and then bring him up. So that way that he's out of sight.
Oh dear.
So yes.
I will. Yeah, I will give him a pull out my tonic and pour some on the wounds.
Is Spirit Guardians going to continue as you're doing this?
It will.
Okay, roll me damage again.
And you regain 18 hit points.
Woohoo!
That is 17 damage.
Okay. Now that you are revived, what are you guys going to do?
Cure wounds on myself.
You stay here. I'll take care of the robots. I go back in the room.
You are still wasted, so...
Yeah, I might as well just.
Yep. Roll me damage for Spirit Guardians again.
I'll just finish off the threat while we're at it. Sure.
There's only one left in there.
Yeah.
15.
Okay.
And if it's just sitting there, I'm like,
It is.
nothing personal, and I'm just gonna jam the blade into its chest a few times.
I'm not even going to have you roll damage for this because it's technically a coup de grace. It is destroyed.
Great.
The room is now...
Work done here.
Yep, the room is now devoid of threats. You think.
Make sure you write that in your book.
Yes. And yes, the room is devoid of threats. The alchemist's fire is continuing to burn on the wall next to the vault door.
Is it on the vault door?
A little bit of it, yeah.
I'm going to take out my decanter of endless water and just say fountain and just pour 5 gallons of water all over it.
All right.
Be clean of the door, though. We can still use the fire on the door. Maybe.
Okay, I'm back up to 48 health now.
Are you going to leave any of the fire on the door, or are you going to make it all go away?
I'll leave some on the door.
Okay.
Maybe that'll stop him from touching everything.
Well, we kind of took care of those robots, so I'm just going to swig some of my own medicine, and then it's like, does anybody else need a pick-me-up?
I do.
You already got some.
I was only injured by accident.
I can't give it to you twice for a short rest. The side effects are too great.
I will definitely roll side effects if you want to take another swig.
Hey, DM cleared it. What do you say?
Yeah. Let's do it.
Okay.
Let's do it.
All right.
You regain 21 hit points this time.
Turn into like salt or something.
I need a Constitution save from you.
We could use that spell for
Sorry, not
comprehend
21,
languages.
18.
18. As you imbibe this, you feel the medicine curdles your stomach. There's this immediate weight in your belly and pain. And for let's see here. No, I don't want that one. I have a couple of side effect lists here that I want to play around with. Let's see.
Would this be like a disease? Because I'm immune to disease.
Nope, not a disease. This is a side effect.
Distinct difference.
Are you immune to poison? I don't know.
I have resistance to poisons.
Yep, but you willingly took this poison, so the
Hmm.
resistance doesn't kick in.
You're also
Fair.
like not immune to the poisons.
Okay, so while I get this pulled up here, what are you guys going to do with the room?
Well, let's let the fire on the door burn for a little bit, and hopefully it opens up the door.
I want to check out the body that they were putting together.
Okay. As you take a look at the, oh, there we go. We'll go with that. Okay. As you take a look at the body that they're putting together, it looks like the bottom half of one of those large automatons that was in the room. So from the waist down, it looks like the bottom half of one of those giant, larger automatons that they were putting together. Thacklebane, after taking this tincture from Dr. Leach, you become in whatever form that a Warforged can, you get a variation of hives. Your skin feels irritated to you.
You're rusting over.
He's got a sunburn.
Hey! You sure got him.
That was it was a random roll, so that's why I'm over here trying not to laugh really hard. So yes, your skin irritates you right now, and it will stay that way for an indeterminate amount of time.
Okay.
I'm going blind. You're getting skin rashes. The robots are having some problems here.
All right, so we are going to wrap up here. We will be doing the second half of this 2 weekends from now and see what exactly is going on in this pyramid that these guys have been trapped in. They've got a few ideas already, so let's see if their ideas are accurate. And what is behind the vault door that they have tried so hard to open up?
You're going to leave us with a week of determining what's behind this vault.
Oh, heck yeah, this is going to be a great,
Yeah, that's
great cliffhanger for you
that's
guys.
how you DM.
Great.
Tension.
I have one more dimension door I could try.
You do, you do.
Man, if only that modify memory
Determined.
worked.
Oh, if the modify memory worked, that would have been so much easier.
But
So,
I'm like, yeah, you trust us. Don't worry about it. We've been here before.
you guys are absolutely fantastic. Thank you so much for this. I had a blast with you guys.
Yeah, thanks for DMing. This
Thank you
has been
for
great.
having us. This is so fun.
We will see you guys not next weekend, but the following weekend to wrap up this little one shot with you guys. And, the mandatory thank yous have to go out. First one to Sirenscape. Thank you very much for the audio that we use on this. Huge thank you to you guys for being Patreons and helping make this stream happen. Yeah, and that ugly bastard sitting there in your screen. Huge thank you to everybody in chat. You guys were a blast to have around. I hope you enjoyed it as much as we did. Tomorrow is going to be Dragon's Discourse. I will have our local game shop owner here. We'll be discussing Dungeons and Dragons, what we miss, what we like, what we would change, what we homebrew. Basically, it's just going to be the two of us going back and forth talking about being ancient D&D players and how much things have changed. So yeah, thank you guys very much for being here. And that ugly bastard too.
Stats.
That is a 3-headed undead dragon.
I couldn't even see the three heads. It looked like shoulder pads.
I know.
The thing is crazy.
Wait, are those tombstones it's leaning on?
Yeah, it is.
Yes.
Where can I get this masterpiece?
Dr. Lee enjoys.
Must have.
I 3D printed him.
Oh, that's cool.
Amazing. Love it.
Thank you guys once again. We had a blast. You guys out there in Viewerland, have a wonderful evening. And we'll see you later.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.